What up? What up? What up? It's your boy Woody here, and guys, we've been talking between a couple of us. We've been talking about what is really going on with this head of state matchups, and we have a couple. Hey, Raz, I don't know if you got wind going on in the background or
Oh, my
what.
bad, my bad, my bad, my
That's
bad.
all right. But yeah, some of these head of state matchups are just so unfair, and we're trying to wrap our minds around why is this happening. And there's a couple of things that we were thinking about that might have a connection. Like we all know that head of state is unfair right now. We get that, so on and so forth. But GC is about to end. We're going into semis and then the finals. So what? We got a month left, and then not even a month. Um, so then there might be mergers. So a thought might be, and just a tip you were talking about. A thought might be that Camo might be setting these up to see where everyone is nationwide. The only thing I don't understand is this. I can't see, like, for instance, 209 merging with 736. That's just too far, too powerful. And there's only so many younger nations or older nations. They would, I don't know, it'd break the game. Um, what do you think, Tip?
I think they're just trying to see the activity level and what we're willing to do or not do. And I like you said, I don't think we're going to merge. Two older nations are going to merge, but I think they're trying to let us play with the newer nations, and there might be something to do with a merger there, maybe. Because you notice we've got what 500-600 globe difference.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean,
Some even more. Some even more.
so yeah, so I could see maybe
Man, I
merging
don't
with those.
look, bro. I don't understand why y'all even complain about this shit. Y'all know how Camel does it.
Yeah, but when you got like Nations 900 going against like Nation 2,
Yeah, that's a whole different league. We've
like
I
never,
mean,
ever,
not really,
ever
because
had
look,
this.
what's that nation that I think is a bunch of useless? Was 904? Was it 904, 905?
904 is going against like Nation 52, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah, there you
904.
go.
And Nation
Let's
in like 20
let's
219, I
let's
think.
let's do the Woody thing. Let him discuss with people that's still playing
So
or not.
what I'm saying about like this is like for instance, you got like 858. They're going up against Nation 2, Nation 52, Nation 373, 439.
Well,
Oh,
let the old nations enjoy fresh meat.
yeah, but here's the thing.
That's not the reason.
That's
Can't be.
if it's really about letting the older nations enjoy fresh meat and hoping that they don't quit the game, come void, what's going to happen? You're going to have they're just going to freaking there's no comparison in fighting. You got 858 right here. How are they going to be able to compare against Nation 2 that's got I don't know, like 30 41s and like endless limits of 38s when they where 858 might have what 541s and
Yeah, but
240s
you got it, bro.
and
I mean,
then
they got to give something to the old nations, but the old nations have been like quitting, and they're like, they haven't been doing
so
nothing. So at least this makes them want to go, zero some tards out.
so so with that being said, like you said, give them fresh meat to zero and target out, right? So let's keep the older players and the older nations, keep them going, but let's make sure we zero out the newer players that are still not fully invested and make them quit. You see,
Well,
like
I mean,
that's that. I mean, honestly, that's exactly what I've been reading in different chats saying it'd
Well,
be
you have to think
done.
about it. You have to think about it, right? As nations merge, right? As nations merge. I mean, Campbell's done this since like the beginning of like a.
Not like this. Not like this. Not like
No,
this.
when nations have started merging, bro, you gotta mix it up because 52 has been facing the same nations for so
Yeah, but
long. I think this is nice.
You
yeah, but
got Nation Two fighting 858.
yeah, eight
Yeah,
fifty eight's
bro.
only got one merge. That's two nations versus nations that had got 16 nations worth of people.
Yeah, but you have to think about it like this too. That's more okay. Like I always tell people this, right? I always tell you guys this, and I don't understand why y'all keep forgetting this. Okay,
you're
if it's
telling
one
and
single
saying
merge,
that
if
something
it's a
that
single
you've
merge, if
never
it's a
dealt
single
with and you've never executed and you've never
okay.
survived with.
All right. So anyway,
So
so
stop.
if you face if you're a single merge nation, right? You're facing a double merge nation. I wouldn't panic too much. It just means that if your nation is disciplined enough to everybody's shield, you can literally you'll have more targets, so you can win. You can win.
No.
Like just because you're facing I mean, I wouldn't try to clan battle these people. Like that's suicide, you
Well,
know? Like don't clan
they're gonna
battle them,
walk
but like
they're gonna walk they're gonna walk into Void with like 16 billion, and we're because they got enough nations worth of players to do that.
Yeah,
Versus
you got
858, it's only got
200
maybe what
players versus
200
100.
players total, like
Yeah.
yeah.
including
Yeah,
farmers.
yeah, but
There's
you can win. You can win. You can win. You can literally win Void by literally either out recruiting somebody and just shielding up because that's what people have been doing. They've just been out recruiting their asses off and like not doing anything during kill phase. But to me, I always felt like Void is only the kill phase, not recruiting. It's not freaking gathering. I don't think it's none of that crap. I think it's literally the kill phase.
yeah, but
If you go in there, if you
Raz,
go in there,
hold on, hold on,
what?
hold on, hold on, hold on. Nation two, when they recruit, or even any of the ancient nations can recruit. I don't know. We'll just say 10 billion, right? As a whole, without going hard. And then
Yeah.
858 would have to fucking recruit 2 billion, 3 billion on one of their whales, if not more, just to compete, just to keep up. And that's just recruit. That's not including the fucking 2 billion they're gonna get from farming, the 2 billion they're gonna get from monsters. It's just way out there. And then 858 is gonna have, if they want to try to be competitive, which I already talked to them, they're not going to try to be if they get matched up like that. It's just gonna be a bubble fest. It ruins the whole KE. There's no
And also,
contest.
I mean, I would
and,
say,
and
I would
also, and also, Raz has been nothing but a grifter since he's been burned. Prove
anyways.
me wrong.
Anyways, so
And
what I think what he is
what
like
has
you
he
know,
done since then to win?
Okay,
so anyway,
we're not gonna go and beat each other up in here like this.
no, I'm not tripping. I'm not tripping. Anyway, so what I'm saying is like you can't make everybody happy in this game, bro. There's always going to be complainers. Either the new players are going to complain or the older players are going to complain. The older players are complaining. Cam will reward them by giving them fresh meat. Okay, and then like so that's what it is.
Well,
Cam was just
that's fine. That's fine, and I get that. But merge these other newer nations first before you start throwing them to the wolves.
Yeah, literally.
Most nations up here can maybe get 20 people in an attack, except for slim nations like 923. And even 923 at that matter, if they got matched up at this point, it doesn't matter how many people they're bringing because literally nation 2 or them can bring maybe 20 people and just fucking roll through 60, 70 people.
Oh yeah, of course.
So
That's fun. That's fun.
it's fun for it's fun for nation 2, nation 52, but it's not fun for 923. Now by doing
But it's
that,
not going to be
Yeah,
fun,
but
Woody.
when was the last time you
It's
heard
not
Nation
going to be
52
fun, Woody, because they're going to bubble. That's the difference.
they are gonna bubble.
Their bubbles are gonna drop sooner or
No.
later. Everybody's bubble drops in voice.
These newer nations are thinner than our old nations.
Much thinner.
You know what I mean?
Much
They're
thinner.
not the same. Like, because they had so many bots that created farms and
Yeah,
all this stupid stuff.
I agree. I don't disagree. But here's the deal: this is just a game. Have fun. Just have fun.
Yeah, well,
Everybody oh my god!
You lose 50 grand when your bubble drops in void.
So what's the average? What's the average city level in like the 7s and up? We'll just say it like this, okay? C35. What's the average farm in Nation 252? C38.
38?
No comparison. There's
Not even close.
literally there's going to be 5 or 6 people that are going to be able to compete in these voids against these ancient nations. Versus that's it.
Average farm is 38 though.
Well,
That's an average farm.
That's
Yeah, it just depends. Yeah, it just
Wow.
depends.
Simple Jack in Nation 30. His farm is a C38.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
look at
I
the
just feel like-
BP between the nations.
Yeah, but I don't
Yeah,
even think.
Raz, I think your
What-
stuff is like irrelevant at this point because like you don't play anymore, so like just for conversational relevance doesn't matter. Like
Listen, but do me a favor. Take this quarter and go to the corner store, okay, bro? Calm down. Still play.
okay.
On the other side.
Okay.
You know something,
Okay.
Woody? I can kind of see it from both sides because I'm from Nation 99. So at the moment, we're practically a dead nation, and we would do anything for a merge, even with the newer nations. But I'm also from 1215, and I don't want to face an old nation.
Well, I thought I seen someone post last live, like there's a nation like 1000 or in the thousands that are up against like nation. I think it was like
Who?
nation 30 or something like that, or nation
Oh wow.
like they don't even have a 41 yet versus someone that's got literally freaking 30 40s 41s.
That's
Yeah,
just crazy,
Like
Woody.
that's
There has to be
that's
something
crazy.
behind that. That because that's
Yeah.
not fresh meat. That's pointless.
that's kill your nation.
Yeah, that's
That's
pointless.
that's fresh meat, bro. What is wrong with
Oh,
y'all?
bro. I mean, it ain't even fun for a 41 to hit a 35. Come on, man.
Yeah, it
It's like a
is. Of
joke.
course it is. I would send five
Oh,
fleets into that, five dicks into that. I mean, look, bro. What
no,
else? Okay,
man.
what else? What else can you give the old nations, bro? Yeah,
I mean, we
okay.
love Void because of
Well,
the the
Ravs
nervousness.
wanted to do this one
No
thing
nervous
this one
there.
time, but he got
Hold on, bro.
distracted by Discord,
Hold
and
on,
I
bro.
was
So
Let me
just
go ahead.
on.
Let me go ahead
Yeah,
and
yeah.
let me go ahead and mute this guy.
so here's nation 904. They're up against 113, 385, 273, 171. I mean, 693.
Now, Woody, I will point this out. I don't know if you noticed, like the last matchup and this matchup, 858 is actually one of the powerhouses up top of the newer nations.
Wait, who's
904
it?
is one of the
Wait, who's
powerhouses of the
858?
newer
Who's
nations
858?
too.
Wait, who's that? Who's 858? Is that Cuber Batch?
Is that Polar Bear?
Who's?
I'm gonna
Can't.
have
I
to,
can't
Seeker.
hear you.
Seeker. I'm gonna have to. Sorry, Seeker, but I had to mute you. Uh, no, 858 is in Elite Wars. They're really good at Elite
Yeah, they're
Wars.
high. They're right. They're strong.
Like
Don't I mean
they're
for
Wait,
sure,
is
very.
but
that
they don't
Cuber
have the
Batch?
depth.
Is that my boy Cuber Batch in them?
Well, we'll go check them out. We'll go in the rankings. Um,
They're like in the 20s.
yeah,
If
28.
they're
Put
Cuber,
that right there, 28, Woody.
If it's Cuber Batch in them, I promise you that nation is a good nation.
Yeah,
It is a
but
good nation, but they don't have the depth.
it's a good nation to put them up against like nations like mine or
Invictus.
three or nations like in the 500s and stuff like not dropping them down uh to freaking 171, drop them down to
Hey, bro,
113, 385. That's too far,
yeah,
way too
nah, bro. Because
far.
you have to think how many nations are between there and the 100s? There's not a lot of nations. All these nations been merging.
Wait. Dropping them
What
down
y'all
to
don't understand
35.
is
That's too far.
Yeah, but in
yeah, no.
reality, in the beginning of the game when it first started, when they were getting all these 16 nations worth of merge, whose fault is that? It was their fault for getting them, not
But this
ours,
is
not
evolving the game.
ours.
But this is evolving the game. When you guys beg for mergers, right? Here's the truth. Y'all just don't want to admit it because everybody's in denial. But here's the truth, right? When you guys beg for mergers, okay, y'all combine two servers. Back in the day, it used to be three. Two servers into one. That means that there's a server missing. So as you consolidate everything, this is the result. You have 20, what is it, like 15, 20 nations between fucking the 100s all the way to the 300s, if that. The more you merge it, the more closer everything gets. This is the result. So when y'all sit here and cry about merge, don't cry when you're seeing 52 and all this other stuff. And this is also a combination of basically all the crying too. I mean, for the old nations, they don't have anything else going for them because they're saturated, they're spent out. They don't
Shut up,
spend any more
Brad.
money because
You're
they bought everything.
irrelevant.
Ju-
So when you are out of spending, what else are you going to give them? Might as well just give them fresh meat. That's it.
and kill the new nations. Kill
Can
the
you
I
hear
mean,
me?
and
Kill
you
the
get,
new
I mean,
nation
800s on you. 800s are
Right.
800s are
That's what
3 years
you're saying.
old now. The 800s aren't new.
Yeah, but
They're
Raz,
considered
we only
ancient
have
now.
one merge. The fucking first three globes have like 9+ nations in them. It's not even fucking
Yeah.
fair.
Shut up,
I mean,
Raz. You're irrelevant.
look, bro. Even if you get the merge right, even if you get a merge right now, what do you think is gonna
We'll
happen?
fucking fight
Do you
385.
think
I
you're
don't
gonna,
give a fuck. Give me another merge though. You know what I mean?
man? How old's your nation? 2 years, right?
Bro, merge me with 858 right now. I would fight 385. Like I don't give a fuck, but you
Who,
can't.
who are
Boy,
you?
you wildin',
Who's
boy.
saying
Single
that you
merge
want to fight
nation.
385? Who is this guy?
Nah.
Who's the guy?
Yo, Chad,
Who's the
you're
guy saying
crazy.
you want to fight
Who's the
385?
guy? Who's the guy?
I
Yeah,
Who's the
think
guy?
I'm
so.
Chad. I'm right here from 385.
So
Tell me who you are.
so guys,
Who are,
what he's getting,
who are you? I don't know who you
hold
are.
on.
I don't know
What
anything about you.
what his point is by saying that is when you got a single nation merge, when you got two nations worth in there versus versus a nation that's got 9. Even though the 9 nations got some people that quit, there's still people quitting in these newer nations too. The amount of people of bigger cities versus the amount of these smaller newer nations is just insanely different. Like
That's true, but that's because the base has had more time to evolve.
But
you're
Of
right.
course. But not only that,
I just want to say
think of
who's
the
calling
fleet
out 3 at
size
5? Who's the person calling out 3 at 5?
Nobody.
No one's
No, I
calling out
literally just heard a guy
385. I'm
say,
making
"I'll
an
fight 3 at 5."
example.
Who are you? Who are you? And I don't know who you are. Who are you?
no, he was just trying to make a point, Chad. He wasn't.
Bro,
really
don't worry who
calling
I
you
am,
guys
bro.
out.
Who are you,
No,
dog?
I'm just saying, who are you though? I don't know who
tripping,
you
bro.
are.
Ask fucking Barry who I am. Shut the fuck up, bro. You tripping. I'm making an
Barry's
example.
land? What the fuck are you talking about?
Because you're
Barry's
saying
land.
that the young nations are afraid to fight the old nation.
So you're
We're
a young
not
nation
afraid
and
to
you're
fight
like
you guys,
strong
but
3 at
he
5.
wanted to be
I don't know.
fair.
I'm 3 at 5, and I
Bro,
hear a guy calling out
bro-
3 at 5, so I want to know
Bro,
who that
the
is.
800, bro, the 800s and
Who's the guy
800s
calling out
are
3
not
at
new
5?
anymore.
He
Who's
was.
the guy
Nobody.
calling out 3 at 5? That's it.
He was.
Hold on. So
he was-
904 actually has on-headed state
You're
against
where?
3.
I don't know.
Right?
Who?
And if you look at 904, look at them, look at the city,
Is
look at their
904
titans.
the guy who's calling out 3
They're
at 5?
actually comparable. If you look
I
at
would
them.
take 904. I would take 904 against some people, man.
I'm just saying, I don't know who's calling out 3 at 5, but I don't
If
know
you
who
gave
you are.
me, I tell you this right now. If you
Who are
merged
you? I don't know.
904
Tell me
with
where you
858,
are. I don't know.
they would
I'm-
probably beat 385. They
No,
would
you're
beat
smoking.
385
Oh my
straight
God.
up. If you
Okay,
merged
okay,
okay,
904 with
Who are you
858,
smoking, Ross?
they would
I don't
beat
know because I
385.
don't know who you are. So tell me who you are.
Nah, bro,
He's
you smoking
904,
rock.
Chad.
904.
You're having
904
a-
is going to beat us in what? Void or Elite Four? I don't
They're
know.
not 9. No, he's not 904.
In anything,
Who's this
bro.
guy talking? I'm just asking.
He is 904, Raz.
So he's
Yeah,
904.
wait. You moved to 904?
Wants
I would take
3-5 in
904 over
Void
a lot
or
of
an
nations.
Elite War. Okay, that's all.
904 is a good
Bro,
nation.
guys talking
904,
shit.
I would
904
take
only
them
has
over
like.
a bunch.
No,
So
904 had those 4 whales, those 4 like those 4
Yeah.
whales or whatever.
Dude, they have
If you
nasty
actually
accounts,
look at the
bro.
cities, they're actually comparable. Actually, they lead in officers for 2 people in 904 versus if you look at 385. Just on the stats alone, they're comparable. It's
Well,
not
let's
like it's
do
a
it.
the top three.
it'll be a fun match. It'll be a
Let's
fun
do
match,
it.
but I don't
Let's
think
make
at
it
least that
happen.
matchup
Make
is
it
the
happen.
worst.
So the top.
That boy loves my name, boy.
So the top 3. Hold on. The top 3 are comparable, okay? But when
So,
you
3 out of 4.
after the top, we'll just say the top 7 because that's where the last 38 is. Literally, it drops. Like they're not going to be able to compatible in a team. In a team hit,
No.
they can't do it.
You get a 60 against
They'll
60
get
and 3-5 kills them. I mean,
They'll get zero. They'll get zero
Now-
out. They'll get zero out.
Now, with that being said, if 904 got merged with 908, it would be a different story because then
858 would it?
or 858, if they got merged together, it would be might not be as fair still, but it's still going to be much more fair than what this matchup is at this point.
By far.
Like, because
By far.
if you think about it, anything past 37, lower than 37 cannot fight. Like they're fighting farms now. Like that, they're 36 and 385 is literally a fucking farm, pretty much.
Numbers are numbers, baby.
So I mean, you want a farm?
I'm
to
just saying.
fight.
I want to know who the guy was that was saying that 3.
It was your mom. It was your mom. It was your mom.
Bub, come on now. Don't make me talk shit. But who was? What was it? 394. 394
I
wins
think,
3.
So
I,
nuts.
I think this is fine.
So 904 is going against 273.
Yeah,
Let's
but
check
they
out.
got 3 and
So
5.
309, 304 wants us. Is that what you're saying?
So let's check
Bro,
out.
can you?
Let's check out 273 now.
Is that Lumberg's old nation?
No, I'm going. We're gonna be. They're in my bracket.
Oh, yeah, you're fucked.
Exactly my point, Raz. They're against 273 right here.
Ooh, God, daddy.
Which,
Look at all that
yeah,
41.
yeah, and
Look at all the
40s.
40s and 41s. Look at that. That's sick.
Hold on, we're not even at the 30. We're not even at the 38. Oh, there you go. So their first 38 is 56. 50. So they got 55 39s, and then
Look, bro,
it
it's
drops to
okay, bro.
38s. Yeah, you're okay.
But you have to give him, you have to throw him a bone every now and then. Throw him some fresh meat.
I don't know, man.
You look at the top 100 is 38 or higher, Woody.
Yeah.
That's
Bro,
insane.
I don't understand. Like, can I ask you a question? Y'all not like a challenge every now and then?
Man,
That's not a challenge.
we like this is a
Bro,
slaughter. This is not a
biggest,
challenge. This is a slaughter.
Bro, y'all are the biggest
That's a
babies I've
bubble
ever
fest.
met, bro. Y'all are
That's a-
such babies, bro.
That's
this
like
is-
the NFL playing Pee Wee, bro. Come on.
No,
Man,
that no
can you
that that's
imagine if
like
Pee Wee won?
that's
But
that's
can you imagine
no
if
that
you won?
that is
Can
that
you
is
imagine if you won?
Raz. This is like the NFL playing fucking infants.
Come
Let's
on,
be
bro.
let's be real.
Y'all
Let's be
being,
real. Like
bro, y'all
they,
being such big babies. Big babies. I have seen
no, you haven't. You
I have
have
seen
not.
powerful nations fall. I've
You,
seen
ha-
powerful nations.
you haven't seen stuff like this yet.
Yes,
'Cause this
and I've been,
this
I've
is
been in
the
them.
first.
I've been in
This
those
is
suicide fights.
dude. This is what in 374 versus 52. Yeah, that is much closer. You're talking about a 3-year difference between what we are now.
No, well, I mean, what you're not understanding is y'all have way more targets to get, bro. If you win, do you know the glory?
we got okay. So let's say this whole
You know
entire
the
hold
glory?
on. This whole entire nation is all bubbled up, right? Except for one target. And guess what? They probably got 100 fucking 38s up waiting for that reinforcements. Whereas it's just not active.
Just attack and fucking retreat.
They don't even need 100, Woody. They need really 25 or 30 at any
If
given
that.
time. That's a wrap.
If that.
I
If
mean,
that.
I'm
If
not trying to
that.
be mean.
Look,
It's just it is
but
what
what
it is.
else do y'all? Okay, listen. What else do y'all want? Y'all cry to camel that the game's boring. Y'all cry to camel when the game's too
Yeah,
hard.
but
Y'all
this
cry
made
to
it
camel
more
when it's
boring.
too easy.
This made it more boring. We're all tired of staring at bubbles.
No, it didn't.
We're
Like,
all-
look, if you have,
They're going to
if
stare
you
at bubbles.
listen, bro, I don't know
They're
about
gonna
you,
stare
but
at
whenever I
bubbles.
play,
Watch this.
Chick,
Watch
whenever
this.
I
Woody,
play my
what are you
games,
going to do, Woody? What are you going to do, Woody?
Me?
Are you going to play or bubble?
I'm gonna bubble.
he's gonna fight. He's
Thank you.
gonna fight eventually. He's gonna see something tasty. He's gonna go in and get it. You
Said
know
he's
why?
gonna bubble.
No, I'm.
I
Pro-
bet
He's
you
not
he's gonna
gonna
get
go
one
over
hit.
there.
my dad-
I
my-
bet you
my
he's
ass-
gonna get one hit.
My ass is gonna bubble. I'm not an idiot. I'm not
Nah,
stupid.
he'll bubble. I mean, Woody will bubble just like any smart player would. But I'm saying there's gonna be one little tasty morsel walking around, and I'm telling you, you guys forget when you play any game, bro. The enjoyment of a game is how hard can a game get. That's whenever I play any one of my games, whether anything or whatever, whenever it's too easy, it's too easy. Whenever it's just passive, it's passive. There's gonna be one of those times when I want to play something hard and on a hard setting, and that's it. Just take of it as a hard setting, and that's it. Then cry later. If you win, do you know the glory? I'll tell you the glory.
What,
Fuck,
20
that's
million, 20 million BP, about 5 million
no.
troops.
I mean, bro, can you
Lost.
They're
imagine?
playing nations that get 25 billion plus points.
Yeah, we're the most
Yeah,
we've ever
versus
bro.
nations
seen.
that get 8 to 10.
But
Yeah.
imagine the glory, bro. Look, you guys say it's impossible. When freaking, what is it? 621 phase 3 fucking lock nations, the strongest mid range cities, the strongest long range cities,
In
and they
GC,
still won.
in GC,
Yes, 3 versus 1.
in GC,
You can do it.
in global conquest. We're talking
Bro,
about void.
you can, bro, you
We're
can,
talking about
bro,
void.
y'all can do it, bro. If you devote yourselves to wanting to win, you can win. You're just gonna have to play this game like you play the game. It depends on how much you want to win, how bad you want to win. I don't understand why y'all making it sound so impossible. You can win. You're just gonna have to play. And can you get killed? Absolutely, you're gonna get killed. You get killed, and they'll teabag you and put balls on your forehead and everything. Yes, you could die, but that's the beauty of it.
Nah,
It's the
I'll
risk.
I'll be bubbled. I'll be good. I'm good.
Of course they're gonna bowl, but I promise you're gonna hit somebody sooner or
I
later.
promise you, I won't log in the whole time.
Okay, well,
I
then
promise
you know
that.
what? Let's put it like this, bro. You're not remembered for taking the easy way and beating the game the easy way. You're remembered when you beat the game the hard way. Remember that.
Yeah, but this is you're not a hard way is a few nations.
This is the hard. This is hard setting for you bums.
Wait, hold on. So what you're saying? It's better to play it hard. It's okay. So, then why is 285 got an easy one then? Why is 52 get easy ones?
Bro, 285 has had to face 52 how many times? They've had hard settings.
If you look at their city types, and they're right at the same as they are.
Yes, bro, but there was times when they were getting their teeth kicked in like y'all. Everybody has to get their teeth kicked in every now and then.
39s and up, bro.
Dude,
55, 39s and up. Come on,
bro. But y'all acting. Listen, but y'all acting like they never got their teeth kicked in too.
Not like this.
I've got my teeth kicked in.
Yeah,
ain't nobody had the difference like this.
So
No,
so
but
far, the worst matchup is tips. Actually, you have the worst head of state card.
Oh, it's crazy.
Well, let me
It's
let me see
ridiculous.
let me see tips. Let me see tips. Let me see tips. Let me see
Raz,
tips.
come on, bro.
The worst setup.
Raz,
Well, let me
think
see.
about this, bro. You're talking about activity. You're talking about organic growth of years in the game. I mean, these
Yes.
guys'
Yes.
farms are stronger than people spending in the
Yes.
800s.
I don't
It's
disagree.
not
I don't
even
disagree.
fucking fair.
Yo, man, y'all
Merges
crying too much,
everything.
bro.
It's
Bro,
like it's
you
retarded.
don't have to. Merge is not always the answer. That's not always the answer. Y'all sit here and y'all argue me all the time, and I always end up being right about this shit in the end. It's not always the answer. If you can tight nip your entire, y'all are just crying because y'all can't have big dick clan battles in this fight, and that's just a part of the game. There's
I
other
put it at the
ways to
bottom,
win
Raz. I mean,
and
I
go
put it at the very bottom
like
of the
go
chat.
fight around them. Don't like look how fucking what was it? Nation what is it? The undefeated nation was it 218 or some shit like that? Somebody 373, which was used to be a crap nation. I kept saying they had potential. They ended up beating what is it 218 or some shit like that, and they never lose. So you can win.
We
You're just
got
gonna
that
have to
nation.
fight around them. Stop crying.
We got
Go
that
fight
nation
around
that's
them. Go
never
hit their
lost.
fucking third
I mean,
clan.
shit. 373 and 281 is not even 100 nation difference. We're talking 500
no,
nations.
no, y'all don't have 500 nations anymore in the game between y'all and them.
Yeah,
Y'all
you already
don't,
do. You got thousands.
bro. Y'all. I'm talking about between
Oh
fucking the 100s all the way to fucking 800s. There's not 500 nations in between it.
no,
Stop forget
okay,
these
okay,
games.
okay, but there's still at least 300 nations worth.
No, I don't even think that's 300 nations between the 374
Well,
between
let's.
374 all the way to the 800. I
You're
don't think you have
probably,
300
you know,
nations.
you are probably right. Let me, I guess, let me verify. I guess.
Okay, well
And
maybe
keep your
not nations, but how about the age of growth? How about that? You're
it
talking
does. That's just
4-year
a part.
age gap.
Also,
Yes, I don't disagree. I don't disagree with the age of growth, but this is why I tell you, bums, don't fight the top clan. Fight around them. Fight the third clan. Fight the fourth clan. Stop fighting the top clan. You don't want that smoke. You're gonna lose. I'm trying to teach y'all how to win.
Well, if they're bubble discipline and there's nothing to hit, there's nothing you
Bro,
can
the
do.
bums are listen, the bums in the third and fourth, no, the fourth and the fifth clans are not disciplined. Those are the fucking losers that are free to play, that have been playing this game for 4 or 5
damn,
years. They're fucking bored. They're fucking bored. They're fucking bored, okay?
damn, you
And
call them
they want
losers.
some action. Go give them action. Stop crying. Y'all can do it.
You call them freaking. You call them.
The
Wor-
truth.
you call them
The truth.
worthless. You call them worthless. Jeez.
I mean, bro, listen. If you're in a fourth clan, that means that you're not spending, okay? That means that your stats are mediocre, if that. You've only had time to spend, you've only had time to play, Elite Wars, and you've had organic growth. You can take the top players off of your newer nations, the ones that are crying, the 900s and the 800s who are all butthurt. You don't have to fight the fucking top clan. Just fight the third and fourth clan. Stay away. If you see somebody with a fucking with a shield down and they're in a top clan, this is what I used to do. When I used to fucking fight these old nations, and I was like, all right, these guys are gonna fuck me up. I would see a suspicious bubble drop, right? I would immediately say, okay, whose clan that is? Oh, that's the second strongest clan. Okay, how many we got? 60. Okay, let's go get them. Now, if it was the first clan, we had no choice, no chance. I was like, nah, fuck that. We're not hitting that. We're not getting no action. He can stay unbubbled the entire time, and I'm not gonna try him. But you have some dickheads that, oh, come on, guys, we got 50. We could probably take this elite, super strong, top 20 elite war clan. No, fuck
Nah.
that.
Now
It's
we
just a
know
game,
better.
bro. Just a game. Have fun. I'm telling y'all, stop being fucking crybabies.
Nah,
Yeah, look, y'all don't even have 300 nations between the 300s and the fucking 800. Y'all are such crybabies, bro. How many nations between it, Woody?
what globe are you guys at? I think was it globe 12, globe 13?
Probably Globe 69 at this point.
I think it's globe 12. So still quite a bit.
Yeah, but just the globes don't matter. It's the matters of nations in between. Like for example, I'm in. Well, I used to be in what in Globe 5.
That's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm looking at. So like Globe 10 got 34 nations, Globe 9's got 30, Globe 8 got 14, 7's got 17, Globe 6 got 9, Globe 5's got 20, so on and so forth.
Okay, so basically, I'm right. There isn't. Y'all have less than 300 fucking nations between y'all. So stop crying.
Yeah.
This is what it is. This is what it is. This is what it is. Welcome. If y'all keep crying about more mergers, that number is gonna get even worse.
How much? Wait, how much worse can it really get? I mean, you got nations
I
fighting
mean,
nation
I'll tell
two.
you,
That's the
I'll tell
second
you, I'll tell
nation
you,
in the
I'll tell
entire
you.
game.
All right,
That's
Woody. Well, let's talk about it, okay? It's time for the 900s and the 800s to swallow their fucking pride and admit they're an ancient nation now. Everything on below 800s and 900s, you guys are old. That's it. Y'all are old. If y'all fucking y'all are old, y'all basically considered borderline ancient. So stop crying. My nation's new. No, it's not. It's not fucking new anymore. They're in the
no.
fucking
Okay,
1400s now.
I'll
You're
agree with
almost
you. I'll agree with you that like anyone below 900, they're considered to be old nations now. Um,
yeah. Welcome to hell. And
I
also,
agree with
y'all
that.
not gonna be, and y'all not gonna, oh, and forget these dreams y'all are having that Camel gives two fucks about what y'all think. You guys being an old nation is like an old cow that's already been milked out to hell. You don't have a lot of milk anymore, so of course they're gonna focus all the newer nations because that's their cash cow. It doesn't matter. Oh, well, we spend so much money, and you know they should prioritize us. No, you don't spend that money anymore because you guys are pretty much maxed out or maxed to your own wallet, and they see better growth with the new nation. So they don't give a shit about the old nations anymore. They never did because why the fuck am I gonna give a fuck about the cow that's old and it's dying anyway? I'm gonna care about the new cows, and that's it. That's the truth. Time to accept it, guys. Move on. Stop crying.
I think I been with the dog for an hour and 45 minutes. She said, yeah.
What was that? I think they're. I couldn't understand what she was saying. But I mean, I made a city over here, a little small city, in the newest nation they have. Was it 1360 something? Like they're almost at 1400 right now, guys.
Exactly. So you want
No,
to like sit there and look at the new nations? But I'm telling you, bro.
what the point we're getting through, or we're not complaining about who we're against. We're complaining about is that
What?
Rez, shut
Oh
up,
my god, that's what you were complaining about
shut
the
up,
whole time.
shut up, and listen. What we are complaining about is like the amount of active players that they're going to have compared to what we have, and even if we do have 100 people versus their 100 people, there's no contest. Like they have like for instance, they probably have as much many active players, but C38 that we have in an entire nation that are active, which are still 34s, 33s, so on and so forth. So I mean, that's what we're complaining about. Is like
Bro, y'all,
if we
bro,
were more evenly matched, it'd be a different story.
bro,
Then hell yeah, let's do
bro,
this.
you're never gonna. Let me explain something to you. Okay, you're never gonna be evenly matched. That is an opinion. Okay, what y'all think is evenly matched doesn't equate to that's the result that's gonna happen. Okay, the problem is the old nations have something that all the newer nations don't have, and that's time. Okay, when they have more time, they have more organic growth, like your boy said, and that just happens, bro. And at the end of the day, this game is only so big. You know what I'm saying? So of course they're consolidating everything, and they're gonna force you to have these kind of fights. So this is the future. This is what it's going to be because they don't have any nations for 52. You guys say, well, 52 should be fighting the 200s. Dude, you know how many times they probably fought the 200? They probably fought the 200 so many more fucking times. I heard that 52 fought the same nation 5 times in a row one time. So Camel has to start giving them fresh meat, and that's it.
No, I mean I'm not
And
saying that
everybody,
they don't, but I'm just saying like
and I'm saying this, I'm saying this respectfully, bro. I'm not trying to like fucking shit on all of y'all. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all like the game and stuff. I'm just being that fucking voice that's telling y'all how it is. You know what I'm saying? That's what you're gonna get out of me. You're gonna get the truth out of me. And I'm telling y'all the truth. You can win. You're just gonna have to stay away from the top fucking clans. Y'all not gonna have those battles where y'all think y'all gonna let's go fight let's go fight 385, their best clan head to head. No, you're not gonna have that shit. They're gonna fucking walk all over you. They're gonna teabag you and they're gonna take your girlfriend.
see, I
Okay,
fought
so you say
I've fought 385 before and lost, and
yeah, how'd that work out?
we stayed away from day,
That's it. Stay away from Dave.
but we still
All you have
lost.
to do is just
We still got wrecked.
yes, because freaking Hell Kitten, Hellfish. I'm so sad at him, bro. He used to be Hell
He wasn't.
Shark to me,
This
but
is
now he's Hell.
it wasn't even him. It wasn't even him.
somebody got zeroed. Somebody got
No one
zeroed.
got zero at when we went up against 385.
I thought that Hellfish got hit from
No, we
385.
did. We took like a mill off of him
Yeah, a mill.
in troops. We took like a mill troops. Yeah.
It
Yeah,
was
that
it
still
was
hurts,
six
bro.
one. It was 616 that zeroed out Hellfish.
That's terrible.
Well, I mean,
Wait, how bad he get like 0-0?
0-0.
He's dead. He's
Oh
dead,
damn.
bro.
I mean,
He's dead.
Oh damn.
he's back. Don't get me wrong, but yeah, he got waxed. He got waxed
Oh
hard.
crap.
Yeah, man. I mean, that's what happens, bro. Look at me. I got hit. I got burned. Fuck,
Yeah,
I
but
lost like 1.7 million troops. Everybody gets hit every now and then, but you gotta remember, bro, this is just a
right, but
game, bro.
right, but Hellfish is still playing the game. Is what like he's still playing. He just had to. He was in the hospital at that time, like
Yeah,
phone,
bro.
phone was
Everybody
dead
can
and
take a break.
everything.
Everybody can take a break. Yeah, everybody can take a break, bro. Like everybody can get hit every now. Everybody's gonna get hit one day in their life, bro. But y'all gotta stop all this complaining, bro. Like we're gonna face T-Nation 52, man. We're so scared. They have 55, 50, 41. We can't do it. Just stay away, bro. I tell y'all, man. Just razzle dazzle them, bro. Take out the fourth and the fifth clan, bro, and keep everybody else shielded up. That's it.
And what happens when the fourth, fifth clans all bubbled up as well?
Bro, you know why I'm telling you that's not going to be too much of a problem? Because a lot of those guys, they're just casual players, meaning that they don't spend, which
Raz, it
means that a
doesn't
lot of
work
times they don't
because
have
when
gold.
the T4 battles existed, all those the second, third, fourth, and fifth alliances all went T4, bro. So
Yeah, okay.
Starting the third, fourth, fifth alliance, even in the older nations, is not going to work. They're T4.
No,
bro.
I mean,
They're T4.
they could be T4s, bro,
They're
but they also
T4, bro. Come
but
on,
even
man.
if
You know
but let's be real here for a second, right? Even if they're some of them are. You're right. Some of them are could be T4s.
most of them are T4, bro.
Nah, bro. If you go to like for example, if they face like
Bro, we
I've
got
seen
people bringing T4 into Ironblood, T4 into freaking GC. Believe me, they're T4.
yeah, but I mean, bro, but you'll still have some of those idiots that'll drop shield because they don't have a.
But here's the thing. I understand the K, but let me give you an example. These nations in the first four phases are going to get more points than you're going to get in K5 in phase 5.
Yeah.
That's the thing. And let's just say you win phase 5. There's still a mental part that takes place, and you knowing you still lost overall. You didn't see head of state. You came out after you left. It's like you get a grand trophy. You're the top nation. Bragging rights. And if you win phase 5, you don't get anything. You get You get to battle the second or third or fourth loser. That's not the same feeling as when you win the whole thing, bro. It's really not.
I mean, bro.
Like
we're all.
It's like going to Ironblood and say, "Hey, I came in 99th." I mean, I did a great job. I mean, it's not the same feeling.
I understand what you're saying. Tip, I understand what you're saying, but you have to understand this too, bro. And this is like the realest thing I could ever tell y'all. Okay, y'all are never gonna have the same feeling, bro. Every time we sit there and go for the next challenge and the next challenge, y'all not getting the same dopamine rush that y'all used to get. Okay, so y'all just
we have been getting it. This is the first time they've done this, Raz. The first time.
I mean, right? No. The old nations are probably like salivating. I mean, I don't blame them. Fuck, they needed something.
I don't think they are. I think they're nervous because everybody I'm talking to is saying the same thing. The newer nations are just going to bubble.
Even the older nations, that are against us, they even said, man, even though they know they're gonna win and it'll be easy, it's in their eyes they're just like, this is still unfair.
They gotta give them something. You gotta give them something different, bro. Because if you got
give them the same 60 cities to look for versus 300 cities to look for, it's not going to be fun for either side. I don't believe it will be.
Bro, this is what I'm saying, bro. You got to give them something different, bro. I mean, they're running out of ideas.
Staring at a bubble for 24 hours is not fun.
I mean, bro, it depends on how you want to play the game. I guarantee if everybody bubbles right now and nobody fights, I guarantee
But you got to understand, you're not playing right now. GCs are horrible, dude. The average GC across the board is like 25, 30 people. It's crazy. No one's joining them anymore.
Yes, nobody wants to spend because they're trying to promote Force Camel into merge, and they're not going to merge
No, it's
anymore.
not that. It's that there's so many new events out. It's insane.
Yeah, I know. That's another thing.
You can't play everything. And GC,
I know that.
For, a whole 6 months to play.
I know that, Tim. I told you that they were going to do this a long time ago.
We think that they're going to do away with GC with the new head of state. We think they're replacing it with this.
No, they're not going to get rid of that. They're not going to get rid of that. You know
people aren't playing it, so if it ain't making no money, remember Chaos Land? They did away with Chaos Land and created Ironblood.
Yes, but that's because everybody was spending on Chaos Land. It was
No,
they just
because
were making
Chaos
a lot of
Land
money off.
it didn't make a lot of money, and Iron Blood makes more. That's why they switched.
Yeah, Chaos
So
Slime.
so does GC.
Chaos Slime people would just go in there, put their city in there, and log back out because for the merits.
Yes,
That's what
Yes, I know.
Chaos Slime
Yeah,
was doing.
you can't do that
yeah.
in Iron Blood. Iron Blood, once you enter, your
They're
city
not. They're not
stays,
gonna give
even
it.
if you
They're
exit.
not gonna get.
Hey,
Bro, listen. They're not
I
gonna get.
honestly
They're
have
not
no
gonna get rid
idea
of
where
GC.
she ran off to. Do you want me to tell you
Who the
to
hell's
call
talking?
you?
What?
Wait, who's talking?
That's Mika. That's Mika, I think. Sound like Mika.
Mika, mute your freaking
Yep,
mic.
he is.
No, that's Nola.
Oh, Nola.
You're welcome.
Hey,
Bye.
Nola.
She got a sexy voice. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Hey, can I say something real quick?
Yeah, please.
It's the razzle fucking dazzle, baby.
Who is that?
Was that
I
Papa?
don't know. Nah.
Hold on, I want to.
No, it's not me, Tip. It's not. It's not
Hold on,
me.
I want to.
No,
I want to
that
say.
sounded like T Dog.
Hold on, I want to say
It's
something.
T-Dog.
Hold on.
T-Dog. T-Dog.
I want to say something.
What up, T?
I want to say something real quick. Hold on, listen.
Don't know what the fuck they're doing. They don't know what the fuck they're doing.
There. That's what I want to say.
They've been fighting
say
so
shit.
long, so hard.
I had to.
Bro, I had no. What did you
Wait,
do?
wait. They would have been better off to give us three-way voids than do that.
Yeah, that
No,
would have been. That would have been
That would have
interesting.
been more
right there.
fun.
Listen, bro. Okay, let me explain something to y'all, and y'all not gonna
Maybe,
like.
hey,
wanna-
Woody, you know
y'all
what? Maybe they're testing the server. Shit, I don't know. I don't know what the hell they're doing. They're doing something because this is the first time they've
Bro,
ever done it.
Bro, let me tell y'all something, but y'all not gonna like what I'm about to tell y'all, but it's the truth. Like y'all,
Yeah.
I'm literally gonna tell y'all the truth. I'm gonna tell you the truth right now. Okay, this game is dying. All right, this is the truth. This game is done. Do you want proof? I'll show you proof.
It
When
only
I first downloaded this game,
it only
this game
dies. It only dies when they stop making nations.
Well, no. Let me tell you what's going on. Let me tell you what's going on. When I first downloaded this game was ranked number 4 in Apple Store as most downloads. Okay, this game doesn't even rank 18. It doesn't even rank 200 in the top downloads. Right, it ranks 18 in role playing, and that's like in a complete separate
You wanna-
bracket. It's
But
not even
that's
a top
because they're not advertising it like
yeah,
they used to.
there
Keep that
is.
in mind.
No,
The reason the
that
way
plus
listen, Raz, the way they used to advertise, they had to stop because the government stopped it. They stopped it, or they cannot advertise the way they were doing before. So
Oh,
now
I'm still seeing this shit. I'm still seeing some big
you will see
zombie
it.
motherfucker.
You'll see that, but they can't come up. They can't come out and steal other games stuff like they were doing.
Bro, what are you talking about? I'm still seeing that shit on my Instagram.
Let me guess. Look, what day did they drop that? Like 4 years.
I don't
ago?
know. A couple of days ago.
4 years ago. You might have seen it. You might have seen it, but it's not pushed as a top topic anymore in like
No,
Instagram or
I
Twitter.
think what's happening. I think that this game has matured, and because a lot of people aren't downloading as much anymore, they have to milk the current cows that are still here by throwing more events. Because this game isn't being down. I'm not talking about how stupid this game is. I'm not saying it's stupid. I think this is a pretty fun game. It just you could find yourself spending a house into it. Now, it's a business, and it's a business, and I respect that. It's a business. I understand that part. So this is also business. They're gonna throw you more events because less people are downloading this game. Therefore, they can't milk the new cows because the new cows aren't coming as much anymore. So they have to milk the old cows, and the way you do that is by coming out with more events. So
You
when you
say
get
that,
more
Raz, but there's more whales in the newer nations than there's the older nations.
I
There's so much
understand
whales.
that, but just because you have 1 or 2 whales does not make the whole server as profitable as you think.
Why does this sound
Well,
like
I can tell you this: how long it took me to get to 34 back in the day versus how long it takes these new users.
It's a lot easier
is
now. It's a lot
insane
easier.
faster.
Yes, it's easier, and that's also proving my point. They're allowing you to get there faster because they're coming out with more packs to buy. They used to literally what they did was they tried to cap it to try to like basically stop so many whales from coming out like so crazy like right. So it allowed people to like grow conservatively like this. You know what I'm saying? So what happens is now they took off that top, so it allowed more whales to be able to overspend what they couldn't before because there wasn't enough packs. Now they are, and the reason why they did that was because they need to make money that way because the new servers aren't giving them the yayo they used to have.
The
I'm
yayo.
telling you
He
this shit,
says
bro.
the yayo.
Yeah, I'm telling you, this is how
Yeah,
it is,
yo.
bro. Like I'm telling you. Now, I think that it's smart business because it's literally. I think it's smart business the way they're doing it because they're basically using their old reliable cows to sustain the business, but the business is not new anymore. It's matured, and you can clearly see that on the how many people are still downloading this game, and that is the truth. You will have more, sir. You will have more events coming out, and they're gonna keep flooding y'all until y'all can't take it anymore, and that's what's gonna happen.
Oh, we're pretty much almost there.
Well, I mean, I'm trying. Listen, you gotta tell you have to find out what kind of nation you're gonna be. You have to talk to your people. Be like, okay, guys, what kind of nation you want to be? Because we're all not gonna be able to do every event. Like you got the fucking dudes from what was that 385, and they were facing I think Pistols Nation 439. Pistols Nation went extra hard in GC and beat 385. But I think because 385 wasn't trying, they're picking their events, and that's cool. You can do that shit too. You know what I'm saying?
They took off 385. They were recruiting members. They
Yeah,
took
and
off
that's fine. And that's cool, bro. That's okay, man. Like you can do that too. You can play the game like that too, man. But the reality of it all is you're gonna have more events coming at y'all. Y'all are gonna have more officers come out more than usual. This is what's gonna happen. Y'all gonna get more officers coming out. C44 is gonna drop. All this other stuff's coming, and it's gonna come at you at a faster pace because they want you to keep spending because they're not making money like they used to on the other side, which is a new
You say that. I
nation.
think they're making more than they ever have before.
Yeah, they are.
No, I don't think so.
Yes, they
You
are.
got 5 times the events, and officers are dropping 3 times faster. I disagree with you.
Yes,
They're making 5 times more money.
No, because per capita the new servers when they used to come out, you used to get hundreds of people per server. Just in one, so you get hundreds.
But they had less stuff to buy.
Yeah.
Keep that in mind.
Yes, they had less stuff to per capita. Even if they had less stuff to buy, if you have all of them spending.
But you didn't. You had just like us. You had the top 100 people in a nation in alliance that were spending.
No. Listen. Back then, when I first started playing this game, okay, in the first 100 nations, literally, I was like, I forgot 81. It was 81. Okay, there was hundreds of people in that fucking server. I had hundreds. It was hundreds. There was like at least 500-600 people, 600 people plus. Okay, and then they started like coming out with more servers because back then we had COVID. Even before then. You know what I'm saying? It was before COVID.
Well,
and
now
COVID hit,
now we have World War III. So I mean,
okay, World War III. Okay, that doesn't. Okay, well, anyway, staying away from politics.
No, I'm just saying in general. Like,
no, we don't have. We're not getting enough players.
There's always gonna be. Listen, we're all gamers. Literally, freaking 80% of the entire world, the whole Earth, are gamers. Once they become a certain age, they are just gamers. Even adults, even 80-year-old men and women are gamers right now. Because that's what they do. That's what they do. So it's not about like the pandemic. I will admit at that point when they dropped this game at that point, yes, it did grab a lot of stuff. But the thing is now, people just play it so often that it's no longer considered to be. It's because of the COVID-19 thing.
And because they have other games out. This is what's happening. There's other games out right now that's getting people to go and venture off something that's a little bit cheaper, or just different things that are catching their eye that they don't want to be a part of this game. Not because it's a bad game. I think this game was pretty fun.
No, it is a fun game. It is a fun game.
Yeah, it's fun. Yeah, it's a fun game. I think the social aspect of this game is really good. You meet amazing, wonderful, unbelievable, beautiful people in the world in this game. You know what I'm saying? But with that being said, how much of that is worth it to you? How much of that is that worth to you? I think that, in my opinion, and this is not even opinion, these are just numbers. Okay, this is just a numbers game. Okay, you don't have to listen to me. You can go and research, and you'll see that I'm right because I researched this shit. Okay,
Yahtzee has a good
amount of
people.
people.
It's super fun until you get zeroed. Then you
super fun until you get. You hate
like
it,
Mike Tyson. It's fun till you get punched in the mouth.
Yeah, but look. What I'm saying is, and I say this respectfully to all the people that have helped out in this game. The social aspect of the game is one of the most beautiful things in this game. It's not the spending and all that dumb shit. That just comes with it, okay? Because you see how much these friendships are worth to you, okay? But the problem is that this game is not being downloaded as much as it used to be anymore. because it's matured, and Camel as a company has to find other ways to make that. They're not making the amount of money that they were making back in during the pandemic days. That's just a fact. Okay, that's just a fact because per capita, you had more people have this game. More people, thousands of more people played this game more than what they are now. So collectively, even if you have one or two or five whales in one server, it's not going to spend more than the extra thousands and 10,000s and thousands of people that were all collectively spending. Okay, they might not be spending as much as each person might not be spending as that one whale, but collectively per capita, they're spending way more. So when you sit here and you compare a couple of whales, oh my God, these guys are spending tons. These guys are, it doesn't, it's not gonna be shit compared to what it
Raz,
used to
we
be.
have a
So when
way
you
of
don't have
all
that,
seeing who spends. It's called the alliance deal. We actually have it going on right now.
I know that, I
And
know
I'm
that, I
telling you
know
right
that.
now, we see everybody still spending, bro. It's
I
funny.
understand. People spend,
I
but y'all don't
mean,
have that many people. Y'all don't
your,
have that many people playing like it used to
your
be. That's not
favorite
like
player in the world just spent $11,000
that's okay.
plus dollars on a freaking
That's
wheel
okay.
thing.
Yes,
I mean,
I
that's
listen. I
insane.
respect that.
What are you
No,
in it right
listen.
now? Click rankings. Click rankings right now
Yeah,
to see
Hold
what
on,
people
hold
are
on.
yes,
spending and
Tip,
prove Raz
Tip.
wrong.
I don't Tip. I'm not saying no. I'm not saying that that one player is not
No, no,
spending.
no.
He's spending.
If Woody stops spending right now, we can
Shh.
see.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut
Yes,
up!
but if you get wait,
Woody's
what
making
are you
my point
spending?
right. Look at Woody clicking it. See how much money he's
Uh,
spending as you're talking.
no, no. That doesn't matter. That I'm telling you right now, bro.
Click the
I'm
ranking,
not telling you right
Woody.
now.
Oh,
When
Go
okay.
it's
back.
one,
Click the ranking. I mean, this gives you an idea. I mean, you've got still got
it's not.
people,
It's not. It's not a lot, bro. It's not like it used to be. It's
bro.
not like it used to be.
Ronaldo just spent I won't say what he spent, but he's got
Ronaldo's a
34,000
poor
plus points.
example. Ronaldo's a poor example because they get fucking tokens a lot cheaper than the rest of everybody. So that's a
They're getting it that
terrible,
cheaper.
terrible, terrible. They're getting way cheaper. It's not even. It's a terrible
Look at all
fucking
them.
example.
Look at all the money, bro. Look at that in Woody's deal there. That you're not gonna tell me people ain't spending. And this is a wheel event
Dude,
that's old.
nah, bro. I'm telling you, it's not. I'm not saying that people. What I'm telling you is per capita of what it used to be. It's a fucking far cry. That's what I'm saying.
Nah,
It's not the game. The game's not what it used to be because they're not spending like as much as they used to because they don't have enough players to spend like they
bro, you
used to.
just missed the marble event. People were spending money just to get a whopping 3 little
I
dice.
under
Yeah, yeah.
It was
yes, bro.
stupid. There
Yeah,
was
but your
really no
argument,
benefit. It was
your
Yeah,
stupid,
argument
bro.
is that new players
yeah,
aren't
but you're not.
downloading the game because the game's evolving. They added die to the game that so many people who used to not touch Lucky Wheel, like Woody
Now
right
are
here, is back on it because he's trying to get the die and
Yep.
other things
correct.
that they're evolving the game. So not
Correct.
having new
yes.
players isn't as important.
Correct.
No, having
100%.
new players. No, that's false. Having
It is.
getting new
It is true.
players.
As you're not playing, you don't even know what die is, bro.
No, dude. What I'm telling you is, like this, they're spending, like the spending that they're trying to get people to do.
It's
For,
working,
for
Raz. I'm telling you.
no,
People stopped playing
bro.
the wheel, and they now added the die to it, and you got to have it to upgrade these
And
little dragon
now people
things.
are going crazy.
And now people are going crazy on the wheel when they
Yeah,
never did
Yes,
want
before.
yes,
to because they want to upgrade that new Titan. Yeah,
That's what I'm trying to tell
the
Raz. He
third
ain't
Titan.
listening.
yeah, bro. Listen, bro. I'm not like I told you before,
Dude,
bro.
I'm telling
I'm
you,
not.
we're seeing it. We're all seeing
Nah,
everybody go crazy on this thing. I'm telling you right
bro.
now.
But yeah, but what you're ignoring you're ignoring the point that I made though, bro. You're ignoring the point that I made. I'm not saying that people like the small community of people that are still spending is a far cry of what it used to be when it was thousands of people
No, look at
more
the
spending
officers, man.
collectively.
Look at the officer equipment. People
Nah,
are
man,
going
you
hog
are.
wild on this shit, bro.
It's not a many. It's not a lot of people.
It's a
It's not
Bro,
like
lot,
a lot of people the way it used
I
to be,
disagree. You can look at the officers
bro.
and you can see when it
So you're
started
gonna
what they
tell me?
are
Okay, well,
now.
listen. So
Crazy.
you're gonna tell me, Tip. You're gonna look at me in my face, and you're gonna tell me, right now, on live,
Mhm.
that you're gonna tell me that this game, people are spending more in this game than they did during COVID.
now
I'm
at
I'm
this
telling you, there's
point
more people
you
playing.
can't even
Okay,
Being
collectively.
spent.
yeah, but
Yes,
you can't even compare the COVID to this to where it
That's
is
what I'm.
now because
That's what I'm.
COVID only had but what 100 nations versus now there's fucking 1,300 and there's literally thirteen
Yeah,
hundred other nations that got at least 20 people or more spending if not more.
yeah.
There's put it this way:
Nah, bro.
there are more people that
dude.
are in these farm or free to play alliances now that are spending big money than there are than there was before the
What, I,
officer
what I'm
equipment
what
or
I'm
anything
Twice
like
as
that
much
came
to
what I'm
out.
spend
saying
on.
is what I'm saying is using the data of literally the downloads of this game.
But your
And
download
how
doesn't mean anything, man. It doesn't.
what
I'm
do you
telling
wait?
you.
Of course it does. That's literally where you're getting all the data from of how many games. Wait,
It's the
what?
people who
You
stay
sound
in the
retarded.
game and play are the ones that are spending. The people downloading it to
Yes,
do it to city level 10 doesn't buy anything, bro.
no, bro. If you
You
download
can't
the
you can't you
downloads
can't
is
even really
basically
buy.
back.
I mean,
You can't even buy anything at that until you're at level what 12, 13?
No,
Yeah,
what I'm
I think
trying to
you're
tell
right,
you is
buddy.
I'm using the data. Okay, so y'all are completely ignoring what I'm saying. I'm using the data of the downloads for this game and the popularity of this game to back up my statement that this game doesn't have as many players as y'all sitting there stunting on. What I'm trying to tell you is the game has matured. It's like literally the downloads have declined. So per capita of what
We're
this game used to
seeing the
be,
spending, Raz. We're seeing it in all the
man.
games, all the events. We're seeing it.
You're thinking about it as a small piece of the pie, but you're not
What are you
looking at the
talking about?
whole fucking pie.
Raz, or Woody does the podcast. We see all these
I
different people
understand
post their
what he's
shit in here.
doing, and
We're seeing
I
it.
understand that. No, I'm telling you, it's not as big as it used to be, and the spending
yeah,
collectively is not as big as it used to be.
And I'm
And that's
telling you, and
fact.
don't take this wrong. I think you're hating on it because you're not
I'm
playing
not hating
anymore.
on it. I'm
And
not.
I'm telling you that
I
we
still
see
play.
it, and there it is. There, I promise you.
I mean,
I
bro,
think you
listen,
got a point that they don't have as much growth from new players as they used to, but they're focusing on retaining their current clientele and getting money from
Yes,
them.
that's
versus
exactly what I've
players
been
who
saying.
could
That's
be.
exactly what I've been saying. That's exactly what I've
Yeah,
been
but would
saying
you
since
rather
starting.
have new customers if all your current customers are leaving, or would you rather get your current clientele to
Well,
spend
that's
more?
so here's the deal, right? If I'm looking at it from a business aspect, okay. So if I'm looking at this, right, because I own a couple of businesses, right, and I'm looking at it, if you're not getting enough new customers, and you're making your old customers like pretty much spend more, they're gonna have to force y'all. Y'all are gonna get tired. This is the reality of it all. They're gonna throw more events at y'all and more packs and more stuff, okay, because this is their only choice to do so. They're not getting a lot of people downloading this game. So when you have tips saying, "Oh man, everybody's still spending," oh my god, yeah, because they're forcing the old cows to keep milking. Now, eventually, the old cows are gonna get tired because now look at y'all.
We're almost
Y'all are
1,400. I mean, we're on 1,400 globe now, bro. Come on. How can you
okay. So
say that?
right. What I'm saying is, look at people like picking the events that they want to play
Raz,
now.
just a year ago, we were in the 900s. We're 500
Yeah.
or 5 globes more in a year or a year and a half.
Yeah,
Whatever.
bro. But
That's
what I'm trying
crazy
to tell you,
growth. That's way
no
greater growth than ever before.
server. Yeah, but those servers that are coming out with don't have a lot of players in that shit anymore like they used to,
No,
bro.
no,
It's
they
not. It doesn't
got.
come with 400 or 500 people.
I mean, they come with.
It
I mean,
doesn't.
back in the
It
day,
doesn't.
how many whales you get per server? Because nowadays it's you get
I mean,
maybe
y'all.
one
You were
whale per
lucky if you got
No,
one
server.
whale.
you can't base. Okay, you used to get like we had Dolce Gabbana. I mean, we had a lot of different ones when it was Nation One. Two. I mean, dude, back then it wasn't even just y'all are so hyper focused on the whale that
No,
you
we're
guys
talking. No,
actually
we are
truly
not. No, we're not focused on the whale. We're focused how many people can we actually get into a team attack.
that too. I
Well,
mean,
do you
but you
guys
also,
want to know what
I'm
Camel
talking.
the first
But I'm talking
quarter?
about from the business. But I'm talking about from the business aspect of
Oh,
it,
I
and I'm telling
understand.
you what.
Completely understand the revenue part of it. Completely understand.
So so this is what this is your future. This is your future. Okay, this is y'all's future here. This is what's going to happen to you guys. Okay, you guys are going to have more events coming up, a lot like more tighter. Okay, there's going to be more tighter events. More officers are going to drop fucking more, fucking faster. Okay, different just different things are gonna come at y'all faster. C44, everything's gonna start coming at y'all faster, and that's the way it's gonna be moving forward from now on because this game has matured. So when you guys stop spending on that shit, that's when the game is gonna end. So I'm telling y'all right now what it is. I'm not hating. I like the game. I like the people that I've met. I've helped people grow in this game for a fraction of the cost. Okay, because I've done all this shit already. The people that are like sitting there, like literally being like ignorant about this shit, doesn't want to accept the truth. And this is just, I'm showing you the numbers based on the downloads of the game. And you're seeing the habits of how fast things are dropping. You're seeing that they're starting to put
Yes. If you're 500, if you're 5 globes more in 18 months versus what it used to take 2.5, 3 years, how are you telling me the downloads are less? I'm curious.
because you can
That doesn't
you can
logically
literally,
make sense.
okay, no,
No,
I'll
you're
show you
going by
why.
the ranking in the deal. I'm telling you that there are more people downloading the game than there was before by
Okay,
simply doing the math of
let's
how
go.
many globes there are.
That's false because these
That's the
servers could
fact.
also
Do
be
you want
empty.
to know what they profited in the first quarter? Do you want to know what Camel profited in the first
Oh,
quarter
I mean,
of this
I've
year?
seen it all. The money's insane, but his argument is there's no more growth. My statement is there's
Yeah,
more growth than there
well,
ever
no,
was
no, no,
before.
All right, here.
no, that's a lie.
Here,
That's a
listen. Look at this right here. Okay, this will say everything. This is who Camel
yeah,
is right here. Back in 2021, we'll just start it at right. Look at the growth.
no.
Look
This
at the
game
growth.
started in 2000,
So I tried
2018. This is
telling
a
him, Woody.
Numbers don't
What
lie,
I'm
No, what I
saying.
Woody.
said is
Listen.
true, Woody. Look, the last
What I'm
18 months
saying. Right.
has
What I'm saying.
skyrocketed.
Right. Exactly. What I'm saying, Raz. This is as far back as I can go as 2021 as
how
screenshot.
you're combining all of this with the new games that a
This is
camel has come
each
out because
year. This is each year. The profit
right. But
of
what I'm
the
saying is,
company
yeah,
in
but
each year.
my
Each
friend. But
year.
what I'm telling you is, yeah, this is not. This is Camel as a company's growth.
That's what
You're
we're
not. This is
talking
not.
about. This is what we're
No,
talking
I'm
about.
talking about Age of Origins. I'm talking about Age of Origins itself.
This
This
is
is a
their biggest
culmination
game.
of
This
everything that
is
Camel.
this
This is
this
Yeah,
is
I
it.
thought their other games are all dead.
They are.
no. They
Dude,
still have. They still. Yeah, they're all like that, but they move on to the next one. There's another game that Camel made that came out. I forgot
War
what the
and
fuck it's called.
Order, Infinity Galaxy, and some other fucking kid fucking thing that
Yeah. So
they
yeah,
all
they have.
flop.
Yeah. They.
But they all flopped. Infinity Galaxies. There's like literally the only people who are in there
I
is
mean,
a
this is.
flop.
I mean, AOO is just a. Yeah, but AOO is a knockoff of War and Order. I mean, they just keep making a knockoff of another knockoff,
Yeah,
and
but
that's how
still,
it goes.
90+% of their stuff is coming from this platform.
Well, I
The
think they.
Google Play
Yeah,
Store
this
shows 400,000 downloads last month, $4 million purchased last month.
All right, the Google Play Store, right? What rank do they have this game at?
It's
Uh,
400,000 downloads.
Wait, hold on,
Raz.
hold on, hold on.
I think I
You have to
think
look
it
at.
said number 78 on Google Play Store.
Okay, on Apple Play Store, it's not even 200. But wait, hold on. I'm talking about. Don't look at it as the role playing. Look at it as an entire from 1 to 100, where it mixes all of them. Because back then, when I first downloaded this game was 4 over all of them, not just one category. So tell me the category it ranks 78
Yeah, but
on,
when
or
you
is
did
it?
it back then, number one might have only been 100,000
No,
downloads.
bro.
While there's now
No,
is
bro.
400,000 downloads.
No, bro. They back nigga. Bro,
Yes.
I played this game in 2018.
It
Since
just showed you
2018,
the
bro.
chart, bro. That showed you
No, no, no.
that there's
That's
double, not triple what it was before.
no, bro. You wilding,
You're
bro.
seeing the chart.
Bro. I'm giving you the stats on what it was through
So the
Google
chart
Play
is
and Apple
lying.
Play.
The
No,
NASDAQ is
that
lying. The
you
stocks are
no
lying.
no.
Everybody's
I'm
lying.
saying
For
no because
Raz.
that's like saying no because that's like saying that my business is doing one of my business is doing amazing and my other ones are doing shit. But collectively, because one of them, like what you're
We
looking
claim the
at
one
is
that's
you're
doing
looking at
all the business, bro.
nah,
Just
bro.
so you know.
I mean,
No,
this
I
whole
think it's
this whole argument started with potentially the game dying because less people are downloading it. But the income's still there. People, maybe not as much as they used to, but people are still downloading it. Game's far from dying. Camel's evolving the game. They're trying to add new events, new things to the game, and keep their
yeah,
clients
And the
happy and
profits are
safe.
skyrocketing.
but yeah,
The
but that's
It's
the
not
profits are
problem.
going anywhere.
skyrocketing.
But that's the problem when you throw in too many events. It's gonna depress the players as a whole, and you're getting too many events
Not the
as a
new
whole now.
players, though. The new players are
Yeah,
not
but
going to get depressed from that.
like
The
Chaos
new
Land,
players,
they're
I
eventually
mean,
going to phase some out. Some are
Raz,
going
I
to go
thought you
away
would
as
know
they
that
come
Camel
find new ones
probably
they
has a
like.
10-year plan.
bro. Camel. This is what Camel's gonna do. I'm telling y'all, they're gonna come out with more stuff
10-year plan.
in a close. Huh?
10-year plan.
Wait,
Make
what?
as much money as you can in 10 years and then let the game die, make another one. Right?
No, they're gonna move on to the next plan, bro. To the next
If this
thing.
game
They
is
have
still
to.
making money, they ain't moving on. I promise you.
I
no,
mean,
No,
that's
what I'm
what you.
saying is
I
they'll
mean,
let it die. They'll just eventually let it die.
no. They're not gonna.
What?
They're not gonna let it die as long as
no,
people are
no,
playing.
no, no, no. They
If
won't.
it's
I have
making
to
money,
disagree.
they ain't letting nothing die. Don't
Nah,
fool
bro.
yourself.
Nah, bro. Because this happened to Final Fantasy. What was it? This happened to a Final Fantasy game. Like they had to shut down the servers because y'all making it seem like the millions that they make, like they don't have millions in dollars in expenses either. Y'all thinking like they take that shit home. Y'all need to start understanding business economics here, bro. Like y'all wilding, bro. They still have their expenses. They still have their fucking shit that they gotta pay. They still have to pay the developers and do all this stuff, and they still have to make money. So for y'all to really think that, oh man, you're making millions, it's crazy. It's not what it used to be. What they
You
made
know how
back
many
in the day.
employees
Now
Camel has?
I don't know,
Like
and I don't know.
17.
I mean,
Like 17. maybe.
Yeah, dude, it's like
And
less
they
than 50
it made
people.
$150
Yeah,
million
it's
in
less
the
than
first 3
50
months of this
people,
year.
Woody.
How many?
I
How
mean,
many?
it's
Okay, so
crazy.
let me ask you. Let me ask you a question. How many of those boys that you think are making $1 million each?
Oh, I think they're all getting paid.
They're
Don't
all
fool
freaking.
yourself on that.
I think what's going on is they're gonna. What's the latest game that they came out with after this one, Woody?
Fuck, I don't know.
Let me see. Hold on.
Some kid game. It was
Hold on. Let me go see.
some kid
Well,
game.
regardless, my point still stands. But I think they're just gonna come out with more stuff for y'all to get, and it's gonna be up to y'all how y'all want to play it and what y'all want to spend on. That's basically what I'm saying because they're gonna do this whether y'all like it or not, though.
Well,
Because
again, we
they're
didn't
not
start
gonna.
out. We weren't discussing all that. We were discussing on why they're doing the
Yeah,
the matchups
I'm
that they
telling.
are.
Yeah, they're doing it because they're running out of new players. They're literally doing that shit for y'all. That's why I'm telling you they're doing it.
No,
That was
we
my
think
point.
I truly believe they're beta testing and they're seeing how we do and
Yes.
all those different things. I think they're trying to make.
They've been
They
doing
don't
it
know
in
what to do.
DoD too. They did it
Yeah,
in all the events.
they're doing it.
DoD,
You're right.
I was faced against like 400 nations and shit.
No, you're correct, 100%.
Yeah,
But they're trying to see, event after event after event, and I could see them doing something with GC different too coming up,
Correct.
and maybe changing it up instead of doing it just your globe,
Here's
maybe doing it top 3 globes or something. You know what I mean? I could see
no,
them changing that up too.
here's a
they won't be able. I
here's
don't
a
think they'll be able to
better
do that.
here's a better thing to look at. Okay, so it came out in 2018, right? That's when it came out, right?
Yeah,
And it went up to here, and June 25, 2025 is we're still way up here.
yeah, but it's going. I'm telling you,
It's
like
going.
right now,
It's going more than it ever has. This is this is when the what was it? The officers started coming out. Is right
Yeah.
here.
That's when 40.
right,
That's when 41 came out, Woody.
No, 41 came
right.
out in
That's when
23.
41
Right, see,
came
I'll
out.
show.
23. Right here. Right
23.
Yeah, but
here.
Oh,
this,
Right here is where 41
yeah,
came out. Right
yeah,
there.
but this
oh.
chart. Yeah, but look, when did that new game came out? That's what I want to ask y'all. When did that new game come out?
The game crashed, dude. It was fucking garbage. Like it literally is no longer a game. It
Hold on,
crashed. They
let me look at
tested
it.
it, did not work, and it crashed. They crashed that
Hold on, let
game.
me see right now.
I mean, how'd
They,
that new event go? I haven't kept up with that. The new event that's like an elite war of multiple
Oh,
alliances.
it's complete garbage.
Yeah, it's
Is
not.
it?
People aren't playing it.
Like if they would have made it to where all the alliances that were in it played as one team and like literally you're on my team, I tell you where to go. Oh my god, it would have been
Yes.
it would have saved this game so much. Like people that already quit would have came back for it. They would have
So
came back into the game.
alliances could only fight with their other alliance members, not their team members.
No, they
Correct.
were going to make it to where you could play with. Originally, we thought you'd be able to fight nine alliances against 9 alliances.
Yeah, and you all
Uh-huh.
play at the same exact time, same server, so on and so forth. As a
Yeah.
team, that would have been the new everything of this game. Okay,
Yeah, that would have been
but
badass.
instead, now you got 7 people on your team, but each alliance fights a different alliance, and if they win, they count it as one win.
It's elite war with
Yeah,
no main base to attack.
it's
Oh, that's stupid.
yeah,
That just sounds like they got the framework for a good event, though.
You're
If they
they
forced to
do.
fight
community.
AEW for 45 minutes, basically.
It would have
Yeah,
been
but I
dope
mean,
if they would have combined.
Right.
if
Combined
anyone's got
nations,
a
that would have
voice
been
with them,
nasty.
Yeah, you know how
they could just edit that event and make it.
and if you're talking about like the main ticket of people spending, oh my god, I would have fucking just went ham buying shit.
Yeah,
I mean,
they
Speed,
would they would do
heals,
that.
ports, like
Being
everything.
aware, spending gold, like you said, it would have been the new event. And
It would
if
have
they
been.
listen to their community, they can make it.
It would have.
They
Yeah,
got the framework.
they do have the framework for it.
It'd be
do.
nasty, dude. It'd be sicko. They have to give you like a day or two to prepare and like get to know like whatever nations you're gonna be going
Well, the
with.
only thing you got to really do is put an actual chat between them all. That's all you got to
Yep.
do. That's all you got to do, and they can do that. Trust me, they can do it.
Yep.
I guarantee it's probably actually live in the game. It's probably in the game, but not live yet.
They need to do a 3-nation void where your or frenzies or
I,
whatever. That's what they need to do.
I agree. A 3-nation void.
Treat it like
I
an Iron
don't
Blood
think
and force
I don't think on a
force everybody to go to it. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
but I don't think that that's be too profitable for them though.
I disagree because people are going to want to play more.
People gonna
It's
want.
something
I mean,
different.
I don't
Like
know,
you
bro.
said.
I don't know, bro. Like if
It's something different.
people are scared of void. Now look at y'all crying about freak. Bro,
Yeah,
get
but here's
outta
the
here,
difference.
bro. Look at y'all crying
You
about
could put
freaking.
Nation 30 and then put 904 and 858 in
Bro,
that
if you
same
start having
ranking, and then I
listen,
bet you would get more
listen, if you start
participation
having
than
if
you
you
would
start
the
having
way it is
yeah,
because
but y'all don't have
904 and 858 would gang up.
yeah, but y'all don't have but y'all don't have enough freaking what is it? Y'all don't have enough nations, but y'all already crying about freaking facing 100 nations. What do you think a 3-nation was gonna do? Y'all gonna start putting 1,000 in there?
Well, if you have a 3-nation void, I mean, you're talking about like attacking a freaking alliance while they're attacking someone else.
That or you can also kill people like Ronaldo. I hit him with 2 nations,
You can do that. You can do that too.
Yeah, you can do shit like that too. I ain't mad at that. That sounds like fun, but will it happen? I don't know. I don't think so, bro. Because I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, okay, y'all are already crying about facing like 200, the nation 200. Look at the way y'all crying. Y'all spend like literally 30 minutes crying. I'm like, it's so unfair.
Hey, you notice that they took that glitch out. You can't do it no more.
Oh, are you serious?
To see the C44, they took it out. I just tried it.
That's funny. Well, you knew they were going to fix it.
Oh, I don't know. I think that maybe the developers probably left on the whole stuff and they forgot to turn it back off or switch it off. But
oh yeah, I remember I was doing that shit. Like, yeah, of course they patched it.
Yeah, but yeah, you can't see it anymore. That sucks. I like that.
That's
but at least we still have the screenshot of what it looks like.
Yes, we do.
I think everyone took a screenshot of that one.
They're butthurt about that. I bet somebody got written up for that shit.
Oh yeah, you know it. As a matter of fact, there's a screenshot right there.
Let me see it.
Hold on.
Well, let me see this shit. Oh, that's funny.
That's Purdy.
It's gonna be Purdy.
3 months is what we're thinking.
Fucking big ass, looks like a big ass city.
What is it?
Looks like the trade towers before they went down.
That's terrible, bro. You're an asshole.
What?
Woody, can you still do that? Can you do that again? See if it still works.
I was just trying it. It doesn't work anymore.
Sorry, I didn't notice.
They fixed it.
Yeah, they definitely fixed
I
it.
never could get mine to work.
City.
It was Greg Hom, Woody.
Ah, no, it's not working again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not working.
Ah, so it was a glitch.
Yep.
Pissed them off, boy. Pissed them right the fuck off.
You know what, though, Woody? I'll bet you money. I had probably 15 people or more message me that all started buying uranium after you showed that, though.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I started buying it again.
I bet you money they had a spike in uranium. They're like, what the hell's going on?
Let's go to Woody's. Why is everyone buying this? Let's go to Woody's, see what's going on. Oh, fuck. You're fired. Turn that off.
And then they dropped limited packs of them, too. I think a lot of people started buying it.
Yeah.
This dude's a 904. Bro, 904 is trash, bro. Y'all got beat by fucking Huberbatch and all that. Stop talking
904 is a
shit,
good
bro.
nation.
Man, that dude's fucking trash.
They're a good nation. I fought them.
It's like they got like 4 big dogs in there, and after that, Huberbatch and all that slap that ass.
Yeah, but a lot of nations struggle even when they have the players. They still struggle because you remember you've got people playing all over the world to get those 60, 70, 80 players on. So most nations struggle to get 30 or 40. So a 904 nation still stands a chance against that.
Bro, but that's the problem since the beginning of this freaking game, bro.
But my statement is if you get 4 whales and you get another 5 or 6 players in there on top of that that are decent stats, they'll beat a 20, 30, you know what I mean, group attack
But
all day long.
Razzle's Poppy's in 904 too.
That dude like swallows my dick, bro. That dude's a bum. He knew what time it was. We were trying to get him to request 374 for a boy. No, I don't want to do it. He disappeared and ran away like a little bitch. Everybody. He's like, I could beat 374. And then everybody's like, no, bro, no. But the dude literally ran away. Now he's talking shit like, oh yeah, I'm back. But shut up, bro. You're a fucking bum.
I think that you should go play in 904. Honestly.
They were scared.
No, Raz, I think that you should. Raz, I'm being real with you. I think even though you have that, whatever you want to call it, between them, I think that if you went and played there, I think you would truly enjoy it.
Dude, 621 is where I would. If I want to win all the fucking time, or at least 99% of the time, I'll go to 621. They've had like literally to this day, I have yet to see a better Void win. I mean, not even just a Void, but I'm talking about a better like GC than what I saw from them, bro. They still have the number one fucking GC of all time. The best GC of all time was one there, bro. It was unbelievable. When have you ever seen a nation versus three lock nations with max mid rangers, max long rangers, like a nation of just 200 players versus 700, 3-on-1, and then they still won, bro? I'm sorry, bro. Y'all literally forgot about that fucking epic win, bro. And to this day, it's gonna be the best win of all time. So if I would go to any nation, it would be 621.
See, this would be the nation that you would go into, Raz. Look at that.
Man, he's a bum. He's the one that's scared. He was scared of me. He's like, yeah, no, we're not gonna face him anymore. He ran away like a little bitch. Of course, he's gonna put my name in there, like I'm his dad, bro. I'm his dad. I'm literally in his fucking brain, bro. He's a bum.
Actually, he said he's your dad. Just for the record.
Nah, he wishes he was my dad. He wishes he was my dad. That fucking loser.
Well, I mean, this is your chance. This, like Yahtzee says, this is your chance to go play 904 now. So
why would I want to go play 904?
Or even go play against them.
If I would have done that shit, I would have been in 374 to go see
904 has like 4 lead gods. You guys know that, right? They have 4 lead gods from that nation.
They have four, like literally 4 whales in there, and everybody else just sucks. They literally been carrying. This is the problem with nations like that. When you have like 4 crazy players carrying all the time, when they start getting tired, that's when your nation starts sucking. Because literally they're so used to getting carried all the fucking time. You never go to a server that heavily depends on their whales. You go to one that heavily depends on their team. Like 385 is a great nation. They have a team. 621 has a fucking team. Fucking 567, as much as gay as Tip is, he still has somewhat of a team.
Mean, their second merger is going to be that much more important then. If they can merge with a nation that has high participation, it's game over with cities like that.
That's what I'm looking for. That's
probably. We already see how Camel treats all those max freaking spenders. They give them shitty mergers. We know how Camel. Y'all know how Camel. Why are y'all acting like Camel doesn't fuck y'all? Like, bro, I don't understand.
Yeah, I mean, I can't. They do.
Y'all really gonna argue with me about this? Oh, if they get a great merger, they're gonna get a great merger. Here it comes, guys, and then they give them a shitty merger, and they're oh man, I can't believe they did that. Well, I could believe it because they keep doing it all the fucking time. Y'all like this shit's brand fucking new.
It comes to leadership too. We didn't get the best merger, but we made great of it. And we became a great nation.
You know what? Actually, I remember that merger, and I remember when we were looking at it the day that the merger was happening, and we were like, I don't know if this is going to be a good merge for y'all, but you were able to turn it around. You were able to turn it around.
Yeah, it depends on how you want to play the game. Now, here's the deal: when you mix, this is just like common. Dude, I've been saying this shit for years. When you have a nation, right, that heavily depends on their whales, eventually the whales get fucking tired and they leave because they're too busy fucking carrying. Now, some of the best nations in this game are the ones with a team. Like when you have a team, bro, you can do. It's not about the whales. Like y'all everybody hyper focuses on the whales so fucking much. It's not about the whale. It's about the team. Like look at Yahtzee and fucking and those and the Cuba bashing them clowns. Those guys, that's a good fucking nation. They have a team. Now,
and they good at recruiting. You're forgetting recruiting, Raz. All great nations are good at recruiting, constantly keeping their strong cities active.
Yeah, recruiting. But if you do it as a team, you can out fucking recruit a whale. I don't have to fucking sit there and try to match another whale. If you get a team, right? A team, like this is what I'm saying. The collective. You get an entire team that's about that life, you can overcome a whale and his gay ass spending.
No, I'm not talking like Raz. I'm talking about like if a player quits the game, you already got someone coming into that city to replace that player.
Yeah, bro. That's the beautiful thing about the the relationships in this game that I keep talking about. When you have relations in this game, bro, you can get some amazing fucking, some amazing players.
You said relations. Oh boy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But like, for example, I can like me and Woody. Me and Woody are fucking tight. Like if he came down to New Orleans, we shoot the shit and go out.
You're that kind of relations. I thought you were talking about like relations.
No. We're cool. Like if I want, like for example, if I wanted to go play any nation, I'm pretty sure somebody will let me borrow their fucking castle. I can go to any nation and go play. Okay, minus maybe one or two, but whatever. What I'm saying is, if you have relationships with players in this game, you can always bring new players to come play with.
Well, yeah, but I mean, you'd have to stay off Discord during Void.
Yeah, I mean, well, very funny.
Was it too soon?
That was perfect, Woody.
I definitely need to get burned a couple of times.
I had to. Sorry.
I definitely need to get some shit because I actually dodged a lot of that shit, but I definitely need to get some shit for it. So good shit.
Profits and show Raz, okay?
Oh man.
I'm gonna show count what they made.
Good job, Woody. You made him quiet for more than 1 minute.
Who the fuck is talking? Shut up, woman. Say, bro, I'll tell you, bro. Bro, nobody can deny that I'm one of the best players in this fucking game. But everybody knows this. I've gone to literally with a C30, right, in a fucking nation full of C41s, and I literally commanded a victory over fucking Cankles' gay ass, bro. He's like, you're not gonna come to my nation and teach my clan what's up. I'm like, bro, if I go there and somebody gives me a C30, I'm gonna get a bunch of goons and we're gonna kick your ass. But what happened? He was talking all that shit. I went to his nation. I took the number 2 clan and literally made them to beat their ass. And literally, that was the biggest humble pie ever for that dude. So nobody can deny I'm the best player in this fucking game, bro.
It was a C32.
It was a C32. Okay, but I have C41s listening to me, right? Like I had all y'all. Yeah, exactly. I told everybody shut the fuck up, do as I say, and everybody did it, and we won, right? And Cankles shut the fuck up after that. Then I left. That's how you fucking do it. It's all about the team. It's all about the fucking team, but nobody gives a fuck about the whale. Cankles was a fucking whale. Nobody gave a fuck about him, and he's still a loser.
I like Cankles, honestly.
You don't like?
I like Cankles.
I like Cankles too, but I still think he's a fucking loser. But I like him.
What?
How do you have somebody like me come in with a C32 and beat your fucking ass?
I don't know.
Exactly. Wow.
Okay, Johnny Ringo, I never said Raz to ban you or mute you. It's just, honestly, dude, you've been drinking, and I don't need that shit on my live when it's monetized. So stop with the whole pinging me with your opinions, or else you can leave my whole entire server. Dude.
Yeah, you get, yeah.
That's
right.
That's.
Here's a quarter, bro. Here's a fucking quarter. Go over there.
No, we're not doing that here. Okay, that's the reason why I left your shit there. We're not doing that shit.
That's right. But anyway, let's talk about something else, bro.
But so the GC matchups, like the matchups they got me, literally up against all the Lock Nations.
Let me look at this, Woody.
722, me, 726, and 771.
Wait, I don't see Ronaldo in there.
Well, Ronaldo's in the bracket below us now.
Oh, yeah,
because Ronaldo's in the 5 is in my bracket.
Yeah. So, but these guys are fucking strong. All three of these guys.
Are those Lock Nations, huh?
These are all Lock Nations that we're up against.
Tell them, get them boys to just, talk to the other people.
No,
that's actually not good for them, though, right, Woody? Because only one can make it to the finals, so that's actually not good for them.
Only one can make it for the finals. You're right, but there is 722 that they declared war on us inside of the mines for whatever reason. So we already know that come GC that against those three it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. So I guarantee 722 is not going to make it to the finals either.
Well,
you understand? If you get what
can't win them all, baby. Can't win them all, baby.
Yeah, they're not going to make it to the finals either.
I mean, challenge them in Void then. Beat their ass another way.
We've already whooped them in Void already.
Okay, then. Yeah, I mean, you can't beat everybody in everything, bro. That's a fucking fact. You can't beat everybody in everything. If you can beat them in Void, they're gonna beat you in GC, and then that's it. At least you have Void on them. There you go. They're probably gonna spend. They're probably gonna spend, and you have to understand this too. But they have a very, very big advantage over y'all when it comes to like spend events, right?
Hey Woody, I forget. Did we beat them in last GC against 722?
722 last GC we were up against them. They outsmarted us. Any of the rounds that we actually fought them, we beat them in those rounds. But they came in second round and they got the full 45. So I mean, they did beat us.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, that
we're
was
but yeah,
I
but
remember we all tried to hit that guy, the Black City, and fucking that guy's strong as hell.
oh, this guy's getting smoked. That guy's getting smoked. This guy right
See,
here. Yeah, this guy right here, he's gonna get smoked.
What's his
didn't we
VP,
try that
Woody?
last time and we couldn't?
No, we tried the other guy. This guy got smoked
Oh.
last time. Let me see. Let me pull up the.
Bro, what the hell's that dude's name say? Somebody copy and paste it into like
I'm
Google
gonna. I'm
Translate.
actually gonna look up. Look and see exactly inside their server. All right. So
I don't think you can beat him if he's 300 million plus.
300 million what? BP?
even okay.
Not-
See, even if he is,
Yeah,
we can hit all the other smaller ones, and two
Yeah,
whales.
no, I agree with that.
Two
I just
whales
don't-
can't. So they got 4 nations in there. We're going through 719. We're going through 719. Hold on. And I haven't not been paying attention to what their city developments over there either. So I mean that could be my fault for not paying attention to that. 719. But regardless, I mean, a nation such as mine can stop at least them and let the other people go.
No, for sure.
There you go, bro. That's very noble of you, Woody.
That's close to you, Woody.
Oh, we do. He
Oh.
can totally be burned.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
for
you can
sure.
kill that boy. You can kill that boy. Like,
Yeah,
that's
for
what
sure.
you just talked about, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
You can slap that ass.
and this guy goes after me and Kay all the time in the mines. Now this guy, we won't be able to get this guy. No way. This guy is
284.
no. This guy is so freaking strong. Like he's at like 2300 melee HP and like 2250 attack. The guy is fucking strong.
What the LR? He's LR?
Yeah, he's LR.
Get like 40, 50, get like 50 people and get that boy like to literally get his titans out.
That's the
I'm sliding that ass.
That's the problem right there, Raz, is we don't have that kind of activity because we only have one nation merge. Versus you got 5 nations in 374. You have the activity. We don't.
Well, I'm telling you, that boy.
These all.
I mean, you could burn that guy, Woody, but you'd need 70 to 75 players.
This guy, yeah.
To burn who? To
This
burn
that
who?
guy.
This guy, yeah.
I don't know, bro. Probably.
You got to remember, Raz. 40 of his 70 players are 36, probably, or 35s.
Yeah, you have to catch him by himself.
You know what I mean? Yeah, for sure.
Like I would literally wait till I would wait if I had like 40, 50 people, bro. I'd try him to freaking trap him, like keep his freaking Titans out. I'd try that ass.
Well, yeah, in GC,
I mean, I promise you,
Well, that's the thing with our secondary alliance, though, Raz, is that they wouldn't stand up to his Titans. Like, even if, like, all 40 people that they play with, reinforce winning attacks, they still wouldn't be able to stand up against his Titans.
Yeah, his Titans are completely maxed.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they max like a motherfucker.
Same as his plane.
Yep, it's all
Yeah,
max.
yeah, like I said, you have to hit him with like 50 people with his Titans inside of his fucking castle.
Yeah.
Because let me tell you something, bro. When you get 40 to 50 people inside of your castle and all of y'all have y'all's Titans and planes, bro, I guarantee you that shit, you're getting some fucking kills. He's gonna get hurt. I would love to hurt that dude, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. If he's attacking somebody, I would hit him with 40, 50, bro, just to hurt him. Because I guarantee you, he's double filling his hurt, bro, and that's gonna wake his ass up.
The problem with doing that in a GC is your 40, 50 players probably don't have that many heals on average.
Yeah,
you know
but
what I
I mean, it
mean?
depends on how much.
That's the problem.
Yeah, it also depends on if you want the glory to burn in this cocksucker
You know,
or not.
you're burning.
Well,
They're killing a whole fleet to do that, and
here's
that's
the
a
thing.
25 to 30 day
you
heal.
don't want everybody's Titans in there.
No, you don't. You want not all of them. All the
You only want your top guys Titans in there.
Wait,
Everybody
hold
else
on.
send their planes, but they can then send their troops. You don't want their Titans in there.
Yeah, if you
Bro,
don't want a blue Titan in there in the middle of that attack. You want
the Titans debuff. They'll debuff down.
Yeah.
Who the hell said that shit?
It's the truth.
Bro,
It's
when
a
y'all
hundred-
when you send okay, when you send Titans in there, it gives them people extra health and extra attack.
No, not if they're low Titans.
I mean, what do you mean by low? Like green
blue,
Titans?
like green, yeah.
No, blue, purple,
Green
whatever.
Bro, green Titans different. If I hit somebody, right? If I hit somebody on my Titans, right, and I got a guy that came in with purple Titans, my Titan, like the skills and the actual like if he has the skills that I have, then my skills are gonna stack more and hurt more.
Raz, you don't always have to be right, bro.
Okay, so prove me I'm wrong then. Prove me I'm wrong then. Prove me I'm wrong then.
Listen, look at reports, bro. Look at reports.
You look at the fight. Okay, Woody, do me a favor. Since this guy thinks he knows something, go get a clan.
Raz, it's me. It's Killa. It's Killa. I do know something, motherfucker.
All right, so no, I'm telling you right now, bro, that when you send a Titan,
I've looked at many reports, dude.
All right, go. This is only. Listen, if you think I'm wrong, I can show you I'm right. I'm gonna show you right now. Go look up Clan Battle Report, Woody, and show the battle animation. I'm gonna show you that when people go in with their Titans, it adds to the Titan's attack and it adds to the Titan's health. Okay, so when you send people with multiple Titans to one fight, okay, and you're fighting one guy, all right, and he has his Titans, and his Titans are gonna die first.
Good Titans.
Well, his Titans will die. His Titans will die first because of the Thor activation and everything like that. But when you have a bunch of gold Titans that go in there, and also one guy or two people are sending a fucking green Titan in there, it lowers the ability that those gold ones are doing it. It's kind of like acting as a negative.
No.
Do we know by how much, or is that something that
Raz? Yes, you want to know why I'm going to say yes? Because you're the one that taught me that years ago.
No, I'm talking about if you're going in with at least purple to gold.
Yeah, but there's there's a lot of players that don't have purple yet.
That's not what I'm saying.
If you're in the 900, if you're in the 8, no, if you're even in the 700,
there's a lot. There's a lot of them in my nation that don't have, in my alliance that don't have purples yet.
Bro, that's like what is it? What they call that shit? Organic growth at this point. Or isn't your nation like 2-3 years old now, bro?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. You should already have them. If you don't have at least purple.
So besides what he's all talking about, I'm more interested in the actual direct. Do we know directly how much, or do we just know that it does, but we can't justify or quantify how much it debuffs?
Who's talking?
Mathematically, it's hard.
Who's talking?
That's main lady.
I don't know who that is. Okay, well look,
I know her. That's what matters.
Okay, when you go in, right, and you have a clan battle, okay.
For heaven's sakes! Thanks.
No.
I don't know.
Raz, what we're saying is, you get 30. We'll just say 30 people, okay, in there, and 10 people have gold. Or we'll just say 5 people have the gold Titans, right? And then you got 10 people that have purple, and the rest have blue or green Titans because they are either free to play or they're more worried about their officers right now. Those other green and blue Titans is going to hurt that attack. It's going to average out.
Yep.
I think that what's going to happen is, because this is what I did when I did a test with the officers. It all made sense to me when I did this shit with a clan battle. Okay, so before, like years ago, when you did this shit, it used to hurt because when the Titans first came out, if you went in right and everybody had like purple, some people had shittier Titans, then it would fuck the whole thing up. But since then, what I saw Camel do was when you sent everybody in, right, to go attack and everybody has Titans, regardless of what the fuck, like if I have a green Titan, right, but he doesn't have a certain skill that the purple Titan doesn't have, then that the purple skill is obviously, because he doesn't have that purple skill because he has a green Titan or whatever, then it's not going to add
Obviously,
to the average.
vaginas aren't welcome to this topic of conversation.
So what happens is collectively, the Titans attacks, just like Zeus and all that. For example, officers. When you get a lot of people with that breakthrough skill or just the Titan skills, it just adds to the effect of it. If he doesn't
No,
have it, then it doesn't.
no, that's not the way it works, Raz.
Bro, I'm
It
telling you
drags
how it is
down.
now, bro. I'm telling you how it is now, bro.
Well, this
If you
this
think
is
I'm wrong,
we're still playing it now, though, Raz. We're still playing it now.
yeah, yes, but they didn't
That's
change
the
that.
way it works.
It's
Okay, you tell me it's
put it
worse
put it
now.
this put it this way. If I go into it, if there's an attack, and if I'm not the first person in there, that attack is
Yeah, you
no
have to be the
offense
first
is
person
gonna
in
be
it, of course.
fucking weak.
Yes.
But
Yeah, you have
if
to go.
if I'm
Yeah, you're
and if
practicing.
I'm attacking someone and I'm starting, if I'm winning and that bar is moving really fast, and all of a sudden someone joins me with a fucking blue or a fucking green Titan or even Planet that matter, that hurt my attack
Yep.
significantly.
100%.
Bro.
Yes.
I have to disagree.
Dude, I can watch
Don't
that
care.
line cruising, and
I,
as
I,
soon as
I have
he
to
joined, it slowed down so fast.
Yes.
I have to. The reason why I disagree is because when you look at the attack, right, as a Titan, you can see that the Titan gets an additional health and attack boost because somebody came in
No.
and joined.
Yo, Raz, when's the last time you played, bro?
I played like a few weeks ago. I'm trying to tell you, literally, you don't have to believe me. Just go into a clan battle, right? Since you want to
I've
keep
been
doubting
in
me.
many of them.
Okay,
I'm
so
telling
go.
you,
All
what,
right,
what
all right.
he just said, what he just said is exactly what happens.
No, no, I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. We've had this kind. I'm telling you, this is what it is now.
Good
Go
night,
slow
Darth
down the
Vader.
battle.
I'll
Go
catch you
slow
on the
down the
flip
battle.
side.
All
Go
right, main
slow down
lady.
the battle, right? This is what I gotta do. Record. This is what I used to do. I
Dude,
used to
I do all of that, man.
Okay, record it and then slow it down, right? So show when people are joining you. You're gonna see like an additional health and attack bar. It's like not a health, but you'll see that health is being added to your Titan. Okay, and attack that also includes attack. Now, as far as the skills goes, it'll average out depending on what skills the person has, and if it's gonna like for example, if I have Zeus and Woody doesn't have Zeus, right? But you have Zeus, right? Then me and you, our average on Zeus is going to go up. The damage that we do collectively between me and you is going to go up on that attack for Zeus. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Whenever you attack somebody, right, and you attack them with a bunch of people with Titans, regardless of what it is, and you're facing one guy with just by himself with his Titans, this is why their Titans die so fast. It's because collectively your officers and collectively your Titans and the attack that y'all are doing as a unit deletes the Titans so quick that way. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. That's all.
Have you ever tested it though?
Wait, what?
Have you ever tested it?
I've tested this shit too, bro. I'm trying to tell you. If I'm wrong, just go slow down the battle and you'll see the
No.
health bar.
No. I'm not saying slow down the battle. I'm saying tested it. Tested
No,
it in and out of the battle. Like tested it. You had people come in with you.
I've done this before, yes,
outside of
bro.
you.
Oh, trust me, bro. I nerd out on this shit, bro. I'm telling you. If you don't believe me,
I'm telling you too. But both ways, man. I'm telling you, it's not.
So hold up.
Listen, bro.
By
If you
your
don't believe me,
logic, you're saying that if I have a purple Titan, another person has a gold Titan, another person has a green or a blue Titan, all those Titans combined, their battle power is stronger than the opponent's gold max Titans, let's just say. And so, in theory, what you're saying is that I should be able to kill his Titans.
as a unit, if you get enough people in that fight,
bro,
right?
Seriously, that just does not happen. I've tried it before.
Bro, okay, let me ask you.
Even if you got 30 people with fucking purple Titans, blue Titans, green Titans, all those average battles, they still don't max out.
Here's me, just me solo, hitting 6 people. This is with all their Titans in there. They should have beat me.
Wait, I guarantee. Okay, so look, you're hitting this guy, right?
With a purple with no Titans. Remember, I have no Titans or my gold plane in there. Okay, so when they're having their Titans, what you're saying, every time their Titans come in, they should be fucking whomping me.
Slow down. Yeah, slow down. So that fight down. Wait,
this
is
game. This isn't a
okay,
video.
Good. Okay, watch. I need to see another reinforcements. Any more? See, look, you saw the health go back up a little bit before all your look.
But it brought their attack from the Titans down. If their health would have went up and their attack would have went up, they wouldn't have died the second they got in there.
No, you died.
They wouldn't have died the second. the health and the health and attack. The health. Yeah, it might give more health, but it
You
lowers
will.
that attack.
No,
Yep.
I'm telling you, hit play because you have to remember.
Plus, it lowers all the other stats.
Yeah,
So
everything that
every
does.
stat they have, it lowers.
No, I'm telling you, it don't.
If that was the case,
So, anyways,
Look at
Woody, who do we want to try to kill in 722? Do we want to try to kill Black Dude?
we're gonna start with all the smaller ones, and then that guy.
Okay. Do we want to even try the other ones or no?
No.
That dude is so dead. I mean, what you're facing people with like max
look.
offenses too.
So what
hold
you're
on, let me-
telling me? What you're telling me, Raz?
Hit play again. I'm gonna screen record. I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about right now.
I seen the numbers come up here. I seen that.
It also comes
But
down to
the second they got in here, they died.
Yeah, because all of your officers are already working, Woody. Your officer, your Medici, all that other shit's working. Like as the battle progresses,
So
the
is
person
theirs.
with the
So is theirs.
yeah, but look how
and they have more, and they also have more people.
Yeah, but
so
you're
if they have
also
more,
a god. Yeah, but you're also a god compared to them.
No, I'm not a god. I'm very
Yeah,
very
compared to
far.
them, yeah, dude.
Okay, we'll go into
Hold
a
on.
different. We'll go into a different one. Hold on, we'll go into a different one.
But look, it doesn't matter if he's a god or not. You said that if you have 20, 30 people with blue, green, or purple Titans, they could go in and stomp them.
Yeah, well, it depends on his stats, but yes, if I'm facing Woody, right?
No,
if I'm
dude, I've seen so many fucking reports with just Mass in 955 smacking 20, 30 people by himself.
It depends on when they reinforce as well, too. It
This
gets
could
back
have all
20,
been
30
an
people. That
email.
20,
They
30
could all
people,
be in there at the same time.
I've smacked, listen, by myself, I've smacked 30 to 40 people by myself. And you know why that happens? It's because I get there before all the other people do, and they stagger in. Those 30 to 40 people shit, I guarantee you that report is a bunch of people
But by what you're
staggering in.
saying right now, it's saying that it's still adding, it's still giving them health, it's still giving the Titans health, it's still adding officers, and those officers are compiling to the point where it's all just being way stronger than your officers and way stronger.
Because if you don't show up there on time and you go there extra slow, letting people like Woody come in, like you have to understand, you have to make sure also that somebody's fucking decently strong is with you when you're gonna try somebody like Woody or just somebody in general like that. When you attack, you don't have to listen to me. Just go attack somebody in GC, right? And go and
I've
say,
done it. I've done it in Void. I've done it in Frenzy, and it just
okay,
does
right.
not work.
So just no, you're not doing it right, then, brother. I'm telling you right now, because if you go in right,
The only success I've had in doing something like that is on a staggered attack. It's never been all at once. You know, the timed attack, perfect timing doesn't matter. A staggered attack is the only time it's actually worked.
So what are your stats and what are you fighting? It all depends on who you're fighting as well. Because look, Woody's maxed out. Okay, well, mostly maxed, right? His officers are the shit. So all that, if you look at all the officers that he has and all that shit, like that kind of as the battle progresses and he's winning like the way he is, bro, it's because he's getting stronger as he fights based on his officers, right?
Yeah, but
and the other,
if you want, Raz, but if you watch this, I want you to watch the bar because that bar is showing the health that they have left.
Yeah,
right?
but
so as these new players come in, that bar never goes to a higher percent. It just goes lower.
No, look. Well, yeah, because the battles progress, but they give them a little bit of a health boost.
No,
you can see it. Right?
It doesn't. It doesn't show.
It's green little numbers. Look at the green little numbers.
Yeah, but we're looking at the percentage. The percentage is the health.
Look right there. I told you.
The percentage. Okay, now watch now. Watch now. Hold on. Watch when the next person comes in. Not a single percentage moves.
Look, I'm sure
it makes them. It's making them weaker and weaker as they're coming in.
Look at the numbers. Look at the chat.
Yeah, but if they were coming in with all these different players, don't you think this number would be going upper and mine would just be falling really fast?
No, because you also have to remember that the the fight is progressing. So there's still all the officers and all that other shit that's working. It's still gonna work.
Yeah, but still, in that split second they come in, the percentage should be going higher. If they're getting that max, it depends. If you got a max Titan, that's not been in the battle yet, that percentage should have went way higher than going lower.
If I fight, look at the screenshot I gave you.
What about it?
So do you see a little green numbers on top of them?
Yeah, I see that.
Okay, so that adds up to their health and all that shit.
But
so
it doesn't change. But it's not changing the percentage.
No, because the game is progressing. So the fight is progressing. So all the boosts as the fight progresses is taking effect even harder. So it does make a difference. It's not a fucking ginormous difference. Just making one based on who's coming in.
I
Now,
don't
let's
know.
say for example, it's me and you, right?
51,000, 83,000 would at least been 1% more.
Yeah, no, I
But
mean
instead, it's not even moving. It's actually going lower, faster.
nah, brother. I did a little bit like 31 million right there. I did 83. It's just very small. It just depends on how much of a difference. I mean, now if you're going with like a dude with like a big dick Titan, I promise you that shit's gonna go up.
Yeah, but you have to fucking if you have your team they follow whoever has the biggest Titans. They're the only ones that
Bro,
use Titans in a plane.
Bro,
Everyone else can use planes
I
because planes
promise.
don't matter.
If
Planes,
you got the planes matter as well. But listen, what I'm trying to
no,
explain to
planes
you,
don't
and
make a difference. The planes
planes.
don't debuff each other. The Titans do.
No, yes, but planes add a different aspect of the battle that gives different type of fucking overtime damage. What I'm trying to explain to you that I'm literally showing you, and I'm showing you proof on there.
You're not showing me any proof, man.
Okay, look at the screenshot that I sent you.
Bro, I've tested this shit so much.
Bro, listen, bro. I've been playing this game since 2018. I'm not gonna listen to what you're telling me, bro.
I get it, but you didn't have planes back then.
No, I've been playing since then, and I've been playing since the planes came. I've been playing. I'm still playing, bro. I'm telling you what it is. If you want to argue with me, that's fine. If you give me 10 people, right, and you get 10 people, me and you have literally the same exact castle, okay? Except you're gonna rock your gold Titans, and I got people with blue and purple Titans on my shit, right? And we go and we fight at a tower, I'm gonna beat you.
No way.
Because your Titans are gonna die way before mine will.
No way.
Yes way.
There's
I'm telling you, yes way.
no way.
That's 150%, and I put my name on that. You can argue with your mom at that point.
Absolutely
I'll put my name on it. I'll put my whole name on that shit.
You're dying.
I did it with 439 too when I fought pistols and all them. We were at the event. The towers came out for Frenzy, and what it was this is when I started telling people, listen, whenever you're attacking with a clan, make sure that you keep the C30, because we had a lot of C38s and C40s at that, and then we had C34s. But I told C34, listen, bro, if y'all gonna go in, don't go into this fight because y'all are just gonna feed.
You're talking about C38s and C40s, man. You're talking about purple Titans and gold Titans.
No, this is what I'm telling you. This is when the Frenzy was out. This is when I tested this shit out too, and it changed. So they changed it. They definitely changed this shit. Back in the day, you were right. When the Titans first came out, you were 150% right, because what they did was whenever you send people with shittier Titans, the game would register the shittier Titan and would weaken it. Then Camel, being Camel, they literally changed it. They buffed it, and then I started seeing it, and then we tested it at a tower against 439, and it was what it was, and I knew what it was, and I saw what it was, and then I was like, okay, let me check it out this way. So I told everybody, all right, guys, C34s, C36 and C37, don't send out your shit, your blue and purple Titans. Let's do it this way. And I found that our Titans died quicker because they weren't getting the fucking the boost of the health and the attack and shit like that. Y'all are fucking wrong.
We can all agree to disagree on this one, and if you truly feel that way, prove it.
I've tested it, bro.
Come together with a report. Come together with some stats, some actual numbers to justify what you're saying, and then you can prove us all wrong.
Bro, I'm showing you a picture right there, bro.
I'm watching as these guys are running in, and I'm watching that percentage bars. I'm not paying attention to the plus 30 mil, because if it was plus 30 mil, that 73% or the 39% would have went up to like 40.
It's very minor. It's minor because it depends on how strong their Titans is. Now, let's say if I went in there with my Titans, or if I went in there with some really like a purple Titan, or just a gold Titan, or just something like that, right? You'll see it jump even more. But you're seeing people are coming in with shittier Titans, so you're seeing a very minuscule jump. I'm not saying that it's a fucking
anything. I'm seeing their shit go down faster
because the fight is progressing. You're
so is theirs.
Yeah,
they're in a battle too.
Yeah,
that battle started with 10 players in it too, so they should have stacked based off Raz's statement.
Yes, each time they're getting debuffed.
Yeah, watch the video, Raz. What he's showing. There's 10 people at the beginning of that battle with Titans.
Yeah. But also you have to remember,
it didn't do what you said.
you have to also remember if these guys are mega weak and mega trash too, you're gonna have somebody like Woody coming in with big fucking T13 fucking.
I've seen it on big accounts, man.
I mean, yeah, these are all big accounts. You have to understand this too. What's Woody fighting? You know, is he fighting other T13s or is he fighting like
This is from Polar, so yeah, there are other T13s.
Yeah. So pull up their fucking the stats. Let's see them. I'm telling you, bro. Like this shit is wild, and I'm telling you, it's literally if you look real closely, I'm right. Look at this shit. They're poo. They're fucking poo. I don't think there's one person in there with gold titans. If maybe one gold titan.
Hold on.
Also, in Raz's defense, when I in like Elite Wars and stuff like that, I know like K138 comes in and he's got gold titans, gold plane. But if he comes into the battle after somebody else is already there with purple titans,
they die quick.
Blue titans, the gold titans and plane don't even show up in the battle.
They'll die quick, bro. They'll die very quick because your officers and everything is working. You're getting your boost, your Medici, everything is operating in an optimized setting. This is why you don't join fights late. Okay, the rule of thumb is that you have to be at that fight at the same fucking time to stop them. If you show that you're staggered and the bar is moving, you're just feeding at that point. So you don't feed them. You fight as one and you land as one, and that's how you win. Now, if y'all want to argue with me about that, go ahead and argue with me. I don't give a fuck. I know 150% I'm right about this.
We all know that you don't give a fuck.
I don't. I don't. I'm trying to help y'all. If you don't want to listen to me, that's fine. Don't listen to me.
Well, sometimes people just need to learn on their own, buddy.
Yeah, I know. That's cool, bro. I'm not mad at that, bro. Shit, when I'm adamant like this, bro, I promise you, dog, I know I'm right.
I get it, but just because other people are a little bit they gotta do their own thing, and you gotta respect that.
Yeah, bro. People got egos, bro, but you can't have an ego when you're talking to me. Though. You just can't, because I'm gonna make you look dumb. Like I've made so many. Dude, I've even collected Lumberg. And Lumberg to me was like the only motherfucker that I saw like because he's just a numbers guy. He had like all the nerd shit down, so I couldn't argue with him on certain things. Like in the battles, I knew my shit, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
So what's your battle plan against 722 then?
7 what?
What would you do? 722.
We're just gonna burn everything.
736 against 722. What do you think our best course of action would be?
Burn them all.
I mean, literally just fucking stay away from the strongest motherfuckers.
No, we're talking about in GC.
In GC?
In GC, they got it's 3 Lock Nations. We already know that they plan on teaming up on us. So at this point, we're not going to win it. So you know what we're going to do? We're going to make sure it's 722. The strongest Lock Nation don't get it either.
Well, hold on. This is my opinion, okay? Like, if you're gonna help a nation win, y'all gotta take turns, bro. Y'all gotta stop just helping.
We're
talking about
Raz. We're stuck with 3 Lock Nations.
Yeah,
the only 3 Lock Nations that made semis, we're up against all 3 of them.
Well, you have to understand the Chinese are most.
So if we're able to eliminate 2 of the Lock Nations, why not at least eliminate the strongest one? So the other unlocked nations, come finals, have a better chance. That's my plan.
You can do that too.
That's my plan. Our plan is to take out 722, and take the hit and the loss too. Besides, we've been wanting payback for them from the mines for a while now.
Yeah, and that's fine, bro. Do that shit. Just basically spend your entire.
Sure it's not going to end the battle in the mines.
Before you go, if you want to tip, just do this, okay? Have your whole clan, right? Like, just wait on standby because these guys are going to try to tip each other. Okay, man, we heard Woody's podcast. They're going to do this. They're going to do that. So this is what you're going to do, bro. Just wait. Don't just jump into GC. Wait to see if their big dog is there. Okay? Then when their big dog is there and it's go time, it's go time. But just wait a while.
It's not even necessarily about their big dog, though. These guys, they're like 6 merged nations.
Yeah,
like, there's a lot of them. When they show up, they show up all together.
Yeah, what I'm saying is, if you're gonna, because these guys, okay, bro, these Chinese people, they're smart, bro. If there's one thing I'm gonna give the Chinese, bro, they're fucking smart. Okay, they're not fucking stupid,
Well,
and they have a fucking
they're very smart. They did like
yes, they're very smart people. They're very smart people. Okay, so
2 seasons ago they literally out they I'm gonna say that, man, they outthought us, they outsmarted us,
yeah. So what
and
you're gonna do is literally just have your clan
yeah,
ready
but the thing
to
is,
wait.
Raz, the thing is our nation, our alliance is not like how you're what you're from. People in now just don't care. So
Oh, okay. Well, then,
the
I don't
people,
think a lot, but I don't think a lot of people don't care as much as they
no,
used
they
to.
we had what 19 people show up last
Oh
time
yeah,
in
y'all are
finals.
tired, bro. Y'all are tired, bro.
Yeah, so we're the
Y'all
people that
tired,
are
bro.
going to show up, such as like all the 41s. We're just taking out 722. We're not going to win it. We already know we're not going to win it, but we're going to make sure they don't win it too.
Yeah, bro. I mean, that's tight. Just make sure that before you show, just make sure that they're there. What I'm saying is, they might do a fucking
Well, if they
6-1 and not show up completely, and then you're wasting a chance. And they might have like, they might throw you into the wolves against somebody else,
well,
and then they're gonna
Yeah,
come.
I
this
mean,
is
we're not
semis.
idiots. We
Yeah.
we send scouts in to check it
Yeah,
out,
send
make sure
scouts.
that
Yeah,
people
send
are
scouts.
there. You know.
How many
Yeah,
times,
just send
Blue
scouts.
Green Toad? How many times you see me in the middle of second round and you guys need me and you guys say no, wait to third? Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
and
mean, even just with this last round we had, there was a bunch of like 36s, and we just were smashing 36s all day.
yeah, but you gotta watch out because, like I said before, but Chinese are not stupid. They're very smart people. When I went to China, they're very,
Yeah,
very
well,
smart people.
I'm very
Except when it comes to Void.
except for well, okay, guys. So the reason why they don't fight in Void is because they don't lose troops. So if they fight, they lose troops. If they don't fight, they don't lose troops. That's why you got all these Lock Nation players. Literally got such high BP. Sorry, in the global, they got such high BPs because they don't fight. So they just continuously grow. So when
I
you
mean, you're gonna fucking find some Chinese farmers, but when you find a fucking a Ronaldo, for example, I promise he's gonna give you all the smoke you can handle.
well, yeah, Ronaldo. There's very few and far in between that fight, and Ronaldo, he is one of them that will fight
And Monkey
during
King, and
Void.
Monkey King, but I know
And
he retired.
right, but what I'm saying in general that a lot of these locked nations they don't fight in Void because they don't want to lose troops. They don't fight in Frenzy because they don't want to use their speeds or they don't want to use their ports and they don't want to use their heals. They'd rather save them for Elite War, Polar, DoD, all and GC. That's their main priority. Void and Frenzy for them, they can give two shits about. It's the other events that we don't give two shits about is what they care about. But
That is correct.
either
Well, I
way,
mean,
they
you
just don't
guys
want to
say
lose
that they're
troops.
smart, so do they do that for a reason? Like, is there better rewards for them in
There's
those
there's no better
arenas?
reward. There's no better rewards. It's just in them. For them, it's all about saving and maximizing what they can do. And like,
Yeah,
if we wanted to go there's some older nations, even newer nations now, that they won't even attend Frenzy, but they go very hard in
yeah,
Void.
yeah. It
Or
just depends. And
or
GC is like
there's
more like a. Go ahead.
Random says Bobby learned how to get hacks from Raz Boo. Raz/Blue and Appa.
Who the fuck are you talking about?
All right.
Anyway, look, bro. Yeah, yes, I've cheated in this game, and I've enjoyed cheating in this game. And let me make this perfectly clear. I enjoyed cheating in this game. Okay, so if I can cheat to literally save a dollar, I will do it over and over again. I swear.
And for the
Okay, I have
people
no
that
regret.
are listening now and in the future, just know when you do cheat, there's I would say a good possibility that you could lose your city and all that you have
Yeah, you're right.
invested
Yeah,
into
yeah.
can be wiped out to zero.
Yes, they can do that now. So if you here's the thing, okay, wait, one disclaimer. There's ways to cheat in this game for sure, but don't ever. Here is like the best fucking advice I can give you. If some cocksucker is telling you, "Hey man, I'm from Ukraine, and Russia's bombing us, and Camel decided to give us some free cheap discounted blue coin. If you send me $50, I'm gonna give you $100 worth of blue coin." Do not listen to this shit, bro. Do not listen to this shit. Do not do it because what they're doing is they're using a stolen credit card. This is not cheating, okay? This is different. This is called scamming, my
Yeah, this
friend.
is
Okay?
illegal. Illegal.
This is illegal and this is scamming, okay? I've seen this shit happen. I have a video of it on my YouTube on how not to fucking do this shit, okay? And you're not 9 times out of 10, you're gonna get it from resource sellers too. These little cocksuckers that like to sell resources. But listen, if they say, "Give me your commander ID, I'll prove it to you," they're gonna send you coin. Do not give them your commander ID because what's gonna happen is when they send you coin, not immediately the first week and not even the first month. Okay, I think it's like 60 days,
They do a
and then
charge back.
they're gonna do a chargeback. Okay, and what's gonna happen is it's gonna take some time, and then they're gonna take the money out of Camel's pocket, and then Camel's gonna come see where the fuck that money went to, and they're gonna see it went to your city, and then they're gonna fucking take whatever upgrade that you did out of it. Now, when I did it, um, basically Camel had it was like a blue coin thing, and Camel did the pricing. Somebody fucked up at Camel office, and they did the pricing was fucked up in Vietnamese. So what I did was back then it was like you download the Vietnamese version of the game and you got a Vietnamese phone, and then you just bought $100 coin packs for like $1 or $10. So and that's what I did. They couldn't do nothing to me about that. They did ban me for 3 days live on fucking Woody's, but they couldn't do nothing to me because I didn't technically steal from them because they got money from me. I just bought it at a discount, which isn't my fault. That's like going to Walmart, right? And you're gonna spend $10 on you're gonna buy something that normally costs $10, but some dumb dickhead that works for Walmart put it for $1. So of course you're gonna go and clean them out. It's not your fault; it's their fault.
I do.
So,
I want to jump back on what you were saying beforehand, guys. So I want to better clarify what they're doing. The blue coin that they're adding to your city are stolen credit cards. So when they do a chargeback, there is no competition of whether it's that person or not. It's a stolen credit card. A stolen credit card automatically gets the money back. And then you are charged. Now, if you get caught, if you're the person doing the credit card for theft, you can get caught, and it's going to not be good for you.
Yeah, they can't do much to you because they're a company based out of China, so they can't do too much to you because China's a communist country. But they can fucking literally remove your upgrades from your city. They'll deem it like right. So they had this one guy I know. He was a victim. He gave this guy like $5,000, right? He got like 10 grand or 15 grand worth of blue coin, right?
Hold on, Slim Shady. That mysterious that's exactly what we're talking about right now. The mysterious refreshing is people were doing that. Refreshing meaning chargebacks.
Refresh. Yeah,
this is exactly what we're talking about. Is what it came from. Why back people are starting to do it again.
So they're not. Yeah, they do it every new nation that comes out. You'll get your stupid cocksucking resource sellers, and then you're gonna have these dumbasses that come in and do that. And you don't need. It doesn't necessarily have to be a stolen credit card, right? It can be your own You can have an American Express card, and American Express has a fire-ass thing where you can literally do a chargeback 2, 3, or 4 months from now. So they're getting their money back. They're keeping your money, and they're just double dipping that way. So don't do it. And then they quit again. You have to remember, you're playing with strangers. Okay, you're playing with strangers. They don't give a fuck about you, bro. They just give a fuck about the money. And especially when they're from overseas. You're never going to catch them, and you're never going to find them. So don't ever, if somebody says, "Oh, dude, I'm from Jerusalem," is all from some stupid country that's going in war right now, and Camel, that's not true, bro. It's not fucking true, bro. So don't listen to it. Don't get scammed. This message was paid for by Woody.
Don't fucking say that. Don't say it's paid for me. No,
you pay with your mouth on my ding dong, baby.
Don't disclaimer on my ass. No, I'm not taking.
Yeah, Woody, I was watching one of the large battles Camel has posted on their Insta, and you can see the percentage of the Titan health goes up when more players.
Oh my god! So I was right. Oh my god! I'm right again. My god! Shocking.
At least as far as health goes, I can't. There's no way to really confirm.
Listen, bro. I just told you I confirmed it. I'm telling you, bro. The Messiah is telling you this. So listen to him.
The bar never moved. The bar never goes back up, though.
No,
watch the red ones. They're going down then up.
Exactly. So I'm right.
The female went from 97, 98, 99.
I just seen that.
I'm right.
Yeah, the health goes up. That doesn't mean
that
the stats go up.
It goes up too. Attack and health and defense goes up. And if you have the same skill, if I have what is it? I don't know, Toxic Tail
We
with the
just
or
got
not,
off
not
this. We don't need to get back on it. I don't
Yeah.
think.
well, I know, but I want people to understand that what I'm telling them is true, bro. Because I don't want people to get the wrong information. One thing I hate, bro, and I'm gonna be honest with you, okay? As much as I don't give a shit about any of you cocksuckers, I actually do care about y'all's wallets. So I'm not gonna give you advice and
Care,
make you spend more money by giving you bad advice. That would
you
make me
care
feel
you
bad.
care about my wallet?
Yeah, I care about your wallet too, you dumb
No,
fucking
you don't.
yes.
No, you don't.
Yes,
Hey
why the
Woody, I
fuck would
posted
you?
that
And everybody trying to get you to spend on
factor
the
link
stupid
in
teddy bear
the
event. And
Discord
I told
chat.
you don't do it, Woody. I was the only cocksucker telling you don't spend on that teddy bear, Woody. You're not gonna get any more of this frag. I'm telling you because I read it. No, I'm gonna keep doing it. And just to skip the tip and friends
Skip the
decided to
tip.
skip the tip and friends decided he wanted to sit there and encourage your ass. And
Flick.
they all encouraged.
Did you say skip the tip or flick the tip?
Yeah, I said skip the tip. Yeah, I said skip the tip.
Oh my god.
Skip Bailey.
I think Tip might know. Tip is still in here. He's probably laughing.
Yeah, he's laughing, man. I'm telling you, bro. Don't ever judge. Hey, bro. The moment you start, it's blasphemy to literally debate the Messiah, bro.
Oh,
Because I'm perfect.
Damn.
Because I'm fucking perfect.
perfect, right?
All right, man. Let me mute myself.
I'm actually. We have any questions? We got literally 2 hours in right now. Really, no questions? Jeez. This blue green factor 50% freeze. What is this?
I'm getting too old for
Oh,
this.
That's what I was talking about when we were on the last
oh,
stream.
yeah. I looked. I actually checked that out, and I was just like, well, I did. I
Yeah, I
was. I
mean,
was doing good until today. And today I was like, I want a fucking pizza, and I just said, fuck it, and got it.
the factor is pretty good. I mean, it's already pre-made meal, so you just literally gotta heat it up, dish it up, so it's quicker. But me personally, I like HelloFresh. I like cooking my own food, and they literally like do all the grocery shopping for you, and they just send it to you with all the meal plan and everything, and you just cook it according to the directions.
Man. Oh.
Hmm. I don't know. I think I'm just too unhealthy to. I know it
I
sounds
don't
bad,
say
but
that
it's too
shit.
unhealthy to really care.
I think you need to
Man,
start being a moron and start eating healthy. That's what I think you should start doing.
I mean, instead of a pizza, get like a
Pizza?
fucking vegetarian
Oh
pizza.
God, you're
Or,
saying that? That is. Oh, stop!
I
Those are bad
mean, I don't
words.
know. I'm just trying to help you out. Like I can't I
The
can't
very
give you all the
the
answers.
very first letter in that in the word was the wrong word letter. The
What's
V.
wrong with V? There's a lot of great words that start with V.
Vegetarian, vegetables. I'm a meat eater, dude. I like meat. I'm a carnivore. I am not a fucking bird eater.
No, I get it. I don't know. Sometimes you got to make sacrifices, though.
Yeah, I know. I see the three things I can't sacrifice is what I eat, my coffee, and my cigarettes. Those are the three things I can't sacrifice. Like
Have you tried vaping?
I did, and it actually gave me anxiety, like a straight anxiety attack. Put on fucking Xanax and everything for like
Hey,
years.
Woody, you say you like pizza?
I do.
Yeah, you like that carnivore pizza?
Oh
You ever
yeah.
use the chicken? The chicken crust. Make it out of chicken.
Really?
That's some fat
Yeah.
boy shit right
No,
there.
no, I'm serious because
Now you're talking my language.
well, no, you take 2 cans of canned chicken. You
Oh,
slap an egg in there. Just hear me
okay.
out. You slap an egg in
No, you
there.
just want some pre-made shit.
Hey, no, hold
Domino's,
on.
Pizza Hut, Blackjack.
You put an egg in there, mix it all up, put a little oregano in there, put it on parchment paper, throw it in the oven for like 15 minutes on 400. It'll get a little crispy. Throw your sauce on there, your cheese and your pepperoni, your meat or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Put it back in there for 10 more minutes. Bring it out. You'll have a carnivore pizza.
Dude,
Mhm.
I can just
You
feel
don't have
my.
to like
I,
puree it or anything like that to like,
No,
I
not
don't
at
know,
all. No, you
warm it.
just you mix it up in a bowl with like a fork or your hands or whatever, and you do that. Trust
I
me,
just.
I do this for the guys I train, and just so they can get lower their body fat percentage and get within regulations. And yeah, no, they I tell you what, it's good.
Oh, I got a public service announcement. I got a public service announcement.
Here we go again.
Yeah, hold on.
I just want everybody to know. I just want everybody here to know that I'm right again, and I need to know that I need y'all to know one more thing.
Is this
I'm
about
also right about the next. No, and yeah, about Titans, but about everything I always say. This is another thing I'm right about. Do not join 904. 904 is garbage. It's got 4 fucking wheels, and the rest of the fucking nation is trash. That's it.
I mean, those 4 whales can fucking handle business.
Get a team against them, like fucking Yahtzee and all them boys, and they'll slap ass.
I noticed.
We faced them in fucking Elite Wars, and they smacked us.
Yeah, bro, but that's because you have them spend like you have 4 guys max spending around, bro. Get a team. Like one more time. Get a team against them, and it's over.
I don't think it's just 4 guys though. They've got some pretty strong cities there.
Got 4 guys. You got that dumb cocksucker. What the fuck is that dude's name?
No, they got more than just 4 guys, Raz. They're 4 guys or 5 guys that they do have. They're just like the whales are, but they still have a lot of participation.
Okay, go to 904. Go to 904. Because I remember they had a drop off that was hilarious.
You got Cash again. You got Angel of Death, Marte. We used to fight those guys in 955, and then they moved further down.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Same 5 guys, and then look at the drop off. Go down. Go down to the top 20. There you go. 36 is the 35. Come on, bro. Just get a team and slap them.
I mean, what event you talking about, bro? They're about to win their 3rd GC in a row. They win all their DODs and Tri Wars. They're ranked high in Elite War.
I mean, who they
facing?
Yeah, they got 4 guys spending.
Raz, they face in GC.
Raz,
No,
one thing I can say to you is recognize game, bro. These guys got some game. Like,
that shit poop. That shit poop.
It.
It's the same. It's the same story. It's the same story. It's the same story, bro. It's 4 guys carrying the entire nation until they start getting. They're gonna eventually start getting tired.
So what are you
They're gonna
saying
talk
about
about 858 beating them, but 858 is special and 896 is special.
No, they're not special. They're just a team. They're a team.
No, you said because you said 858 beat them, but 858 is a special nation. Also,
896. Yes, but they're a team. They don't have any big whales. You think Cuba Batch and them are fucking big whales? No, they're not. They're just dogs with hands. That's it.
Well, what about mine?
There's not a lot of great nations up by us, bro.
Woody, fuck your nation. Fuck your nation. I actually like your nation.
That hurts. What about my nation with the 741s and 140, 38s?
What's wrong with 736?
Well, the first things first is the guy all the way at the top is a fucking bum.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. He's a fucking bum. He's the weakest guy in the whole nation.
I ain't gonna lie, son. I do miss talking some major shit on here. Damn, K138.
I think everybody realizes that.
K is flying.
Dude, did he take over Hellfish's castle?
He
just passed up Hellfish?
Oh yeah, long time ago. He's about to pass me. Playtime here.
What kind of castle he got? What kind of castle he got?
41. He's already passed.
No, let me see his car. What kind of car he got? Let me see that car.
This is one of his cars. Those are the other ones behind him.
Damn, boy, got a fucking Ferrari, boy. All right, he's shitting on me. I got a little Lambo.
He's got
2 cities.
Yeah, he's got 2 cities. So his other city is
38.
Yeah, right here with his other car.
Woody, if I were you, oh damn, he got an Aventador. This dude got some fucking money.
And then he's got the Mercedes in the back. The Mercedes.
Honestly, Woody, what I would do if I were you, I would trade him your city and then keep his second strongest city. Because the way he's spending,
dude, he's right behind me. He's already passed me in the planes.
Yeah,
he ain't stopping either.
Yeah, this guy is strong as fuck, boy.
Yeah, he's strong.
I like this guy.
Hand job business supposed to be good.
That dude's hand job is good, huh?
He's a spender. Like he probably.
It's just steady. Like he doesn't stop.
That's
every
good.
day.
That's good, Woody. Good job.
Well, hold up a second. You were just talking all kinds of shit about whales, and now
I
all of a sudden you're
always
giving this
talk
guy
shit about
props.
Woody. Nothing changed, bro. I always talk shit about
No,
Will,
I
bro. If
said
you've been around for a
whales.
long
Whales.
I talk shit about whales all the time too. If you're okay, look, there's two types of whales. Okay, there's one that buys everything and doesn't learn nothing, just becomes strong because they buy everything, and then you got whales like me that actually test every little thing I've ever bought since I fucking started purchasing on this fucking game, and then finds out what's the best things to buy. When you got an unlimited fucking wallet, you don't give a fuck. You just buy everything. When you don't, that's when it takes skill to be strong and be good.
So what's the difference?
What? Well, one doesn't spend as much as the other one does. And
That's
it's
the
like
only difference.
I'll tell you, this is like
One's a
comparable
critic
to a
player.
I mean, in the end, eventually everyone spends that wants to be at the top spends just as much as the last.
well. Yeah, no, that's not true. That's not true.
Eventually, to catch back up, yes.
That's not true. No, you get strong like in other way. Like it's like getting a guy. Okay, you have a guy with a twin turbo Lamborghini making
You and your
got a
phone.
business call.
Say
You
he's got a
got
phone
yeah
call.
yeah. You got a guy right with a twin turbo Lamborghini.
Better answer that phone, dude.
I know, but they're blowing up my fucking phone. But all right, look, you got a guy with a twin turbo Lamborghini.
Who this? Someone must be
Fuck,
trolling.
man. Damn, bro. We should stop calling me, man. All right, you got a guy with a twin turbo Lamborghini, okay? And you're racing a guy with a Fox body 5.0 that makes 1,500, okay?
Can
And they
you
both
even
race
do
to
a
the
twin
quarter.
turbo on a Lambo?
Fucking right. My boy's got a twin turbo Lamborghini. He makes 2,500 horsepower. I know
Is
because
that
I raced
stock
him.
or aftermarket?
Aftermarket.
I can't even imagine what that would fucking cost.
It's a good comparison. What I'm saying is they're both growing to the quarter mile. They both make the same exact power, but the 5.0 Fox body is doing it for a lot less. It's doing it for a lot.
Jesus, they must really hate him. Holy cow. They must really want to get a hold of him.
All right, man, let me go take this fucking phone.
Why don't you just answer the phone so they stop calling you?
So, are we gonna start like a voice chat for GC or what's up?
I'll probably be at work, honestly. I'll
Yeah.
just have to play it while I'm at work. 8 days, yeah, I'll be at work. Wait. Hold on. Hold on, let me pull up a calendar real quick.
8 days, that'll be what?
Isn't it,
July,
isn't it the 3rd or the 4th?
4th of July.
I'll be off that day, so I might
4th of July.
I might go live for it. And I don't gotta worry. I won't have to worry about them sneaking in and spying on it. You know why? Because they're all Loch Nations. All you guys gotta do is watch us beat the shit out of some Loch Nations people.
Fireworks
won't be able to
in
log
various
in?
cities.
Well, I mean, in fair, I'm either 726 or 7. Our goal is to have 771 win it. That's our goal, or 726. These two nations, they're Loch Nations, but they've never once given us an actual hard time. They've actually 726 actually congratulated us last time that we beat them. They said we're strong, congratulations, so on and so forth. So they never gave us shit about it. But 722, these guys, we're still going at it in the fucking mines, and it's been like over a year.
I'm surprised they're not showing up in that GC chat talking about the sun rises in the east.
They are. They have.
They have.
Yeah, they have. Where is it? I seen one of them do. I gotta look for 722. One of them started doing it again the other day.
That shit was so annoying.
The sun rises in the east, so on and so forth.
It was like 10, 20 times a day.
Well, I think that's their chant, like the
yeah, their battle cry.
Yeah, their battle cry. I don't. Where is it? I will say I haven't seen any of the Loch Nations say a single word for a while. Is this it? No. Yeah, right here. Look, the sun rises in east.
So I looked it up. It's actually like it's some sort of a movie or a story from the past, and I don't know why it references. I think you kind of have to be part of the culture to understand it. But yeah, it's something historical, significant.
Should I post in the global chat to 726 or 771? Which one of you guys want it more? Because 722 is going to be out.
I think 771 said that they want it. Well, they said that they want us to win it.
No.
Do it.
Oh, I don't think we can. Like that. Yeah, those are some strong nations. We're going up against the Cowboy, aren't we?
No, we're not.
Well, if we make it to finals.
We're not making it finals, dude.
That's what I mean, yeah.
You get that? I can almost guarantee I know who's going to win it all.
Who?
767 will be the winners.
They won it last time, didn't they? Or was it?
No, that was 732. But trust me,
Yeah.
767 is going to win it. They're gonna be champions.
What, they got a merger?
Nope. We'll just leave it at that.
Okay.
But they will be.
I just got
Mum's the word.
Can't even freaking talk on Discord anymore because everybody wants a freaking piece of me.
That's what happens when you.
I mean, I think people in Discord do too.
No, but yeah.
Oh no, bro! I heard this game got boring when I left. That's what I heard.
Well,
the chat did.
The chat
Probably.
did. Yeah, the chat did. I'll give it that. The game. In reality, the game did get more harder. Because all the stuff that they have released back to back to back to back, it has been giving other people edges to catch up to those whales. Unless the whale buys out the market, anyways. Which, like me, I'm not doing what they do. You know, I mean, I have a deep pocket, but my pocket ain't that deep. You know, like
that's new money, investment
bro,
money.
This boy over here pumped his dick, boy. I got a deep
What
pocket.
you did, Raz?
What I did?
You quit. They stopped merging nations after you quit, Raz.
Man, a lot of people.
It's true. It's true.
Okay, so when I quit, Monkey Quink, Woody quit too. I don't know why the fuck he acting brand new. He just went back because he got his dick sucked real good. But I'm talking about Monkey King quit. Who else quit? A lot of different people quit. But dude, listen, bro. Like, I'm not telling y'all motherfuckers to quit the game. I'm not telling y'all to quit the game. I'm just telling y'all let me tell y'all something, bro. This is like me talking like a human, right? All right. This game costs a lot of money. All right. It depends on how much you want to spend on it is up to you. But when I was spending on it and I stopped, and then I realized that I saved a couple of grand the first fucking week. I used that a couple of grand, and went to Asia. Then I said, you know what? Let me check my next goal. I'm gonna
You bought a
see
cell phone out
what
there and
happens.
started a new city.
No, I literally wait. I mean, I play on other people's castles. I'll play on other people's castles. They want me to play. They want me to fix their castles up. I fix people's castles. I tune their shit. I make them better. I show them build. I show them what to do, and that's what I'm still doing to this day. People still listen to me.
I do.
You know what I'm saying?
Did you ever even finish that like mid-range fucking
I stopped.
killer setup that you did?
I stopped because they started coming out with too much shit for me to keep up with this shit, bro. Like I have to change the whole shit up now again. It's the stupidest shit in the world.
Hold on. I got to do a call out to someone. So D Turu Paco from 393 Behavior. What's up? There's your shout out. Globe 5. But I also want to point. There's a lot of people who don't know how to figure out what nations they're going to go against in the semis. And this little thing that you see right here, and everyone gets it, is the easiest way to figure out who your next next nation is going to be in semis and in semis. So you go right down the list. 1, 2, 3, 4. So these 4 right here are going to be fighting each other in semis. Then you go on to the next one. 1, 2, 3, 4. They will be fighting each other in semis. 1, 2,
Yep.
3, 4. They will fight in each other in semis, and then the last 4.
Yep.
That's how
Why does
you.
7-Eleven have Party Rock Nation by it?
Because anyone can do that if they're president. You just go
Because they're
into.
fuck. Yeah, if you're president, you can change the name. I even put something like I remember I did something like Woody sucks cock or something like that on it, and like
Yeah,
it came up
that's.
to me like that. So you can do it like that. You could definitely do it like that. And
No,
what
that's
else?
dope. I never knew that, Woody, right off.
Yeah, you can.
Oh,
I mean, I've seen a lot of people ask that question, so I wanted to point out how to do that. But yeah, when you're president, when you are president, you'll have that extra one there. You can go in there, you can give gifts away, so on and so forth. But there's also an option to where you can make minerals your main priority of resources, which is I would always encourage everyone to put minerals down there because the nation will start producing more minerals than like steel or everything else. But there's an option as well to change the flag, the nation flag, and to change like that one thing I was showing you. You can put a little saying there.
yeah.
Now,
But you,
Or you can talk
change
shit
like
too. You can do it during void too. You can do it during void too.
resources to say minerals. Does that stay the whole time you're in presidency, or do you have to change it out? Because
it
isn't
should.
there like a time limit on it?
I think it stays the whole time you're in presidency. So and it produces more of the mineral tiles like these things right here, the
Yeah,
parts.
yeah.
Always be doing minerals. Don't worry about the steel. Don't worry about the wheat or the oil. Minerals and minerals only. If you're president,
True. I completely endorse what Woody is saying.
because all you're gonna do if
Financially?
you go ahead, go ahead.
No, I was just saying to Raz, financially, he's endorsing you.
He's endorsing me financially. Nay. Yay. I mean, there's some good hits in GC, but that's our plans for GC right there, and 767 will be the winner of this season. There's already been talks. We'll just leave it at that. But
Aren't they like undefeated in GC right now?
no, they have 767 has not won GC yet,
Gotcha.
and everyone else that possibly can be is most likely already won one or close to one. But we'll just say that they're gonna be the winners. So
That's so sweet of you.
so us taking out 722 by just straight attacking their cities at all times and making sure they don't win in the finals is going to be crucial for that plan to work. We already
Just
know.
zero out all their big dogs. Just focus on their big dogs.
Well,
and that's it.
we're gonna first focus on all the smaller cities because they're gonna run out of heals, and
Oh yeah.
once that happens, then we focus on the big guys, and at that point, even
Yeah.
even if they have two whales, somewhat decent, they're not going to be able to take on the other ones. Now, if 771 and 726 decides to, well, no, we don't want it. We want 722 to take it. That's going to be. They're going to have to take it. You know what I mean? Someone's going to have to take it. All I know is us and 722, we won't take it. If they fly to the middle, we're going to fly to the middle right after them, kick them out, and continue to burn their cities.
I wonder who that freaking lady was that was arguing about the Titans and stuff like that. Probably that stupid broad from out of
Hey,
school.
she's one of my really good close friends, so
Well, you know what? I don't know, and she thinks she knows some shit. She better not question me again.
she's one of my really close friends.
Don't fuck that.
I mean, you ran her off. I don't really see why you want to talk about her behind her back.
No, I'm doing it right here so that everybody can go back and tell her.
Anyway,
Never
I
question
mean,
the
I don't think
Messiah.
she really cares.
Never question the Messiah.
anyways, we have any more questions? Don't spend money. Just time. Going back up. I don't think we really have too many more questions. Now that I guess the game questions are out of the way. What do you guys think of what's going on across seas?
That's it.
I think Trump is daddy. I think Trump is daddy.
That's a crazy change in subject.
Well, I mean, it's something that everyone's been paying attention to. So, I mean, it's not like
I mean, here's my thoughts. But I think the Arab people are amazing people. I don't have a problem with like their religion either. I think they have a very peaceful, clean religion. But I mean, bro, let me tell you something, bro. Israel, I'm so tired of their shit too, bro. They're like the little brother that's annoying that talks shit to all the big dogs, and you're the big fucking strong 350-pound linebacker, big brother, right? He just keeps doing this shit. Now, here's the deal, all right? They just need to leave Israel alone at this point, bro, because Israel's already beating their ass every single time, bro. And I'm to the point where I'm like, bro, if I got my ass kicked that much, bro, I would leave the dude alone. I'll leave him alone. Just stop fucking with him. Stop doing them little a
Well,
la
here's
Akbar
the
stuff.
thing. There is so much fucking fake news going on around everything these days. I don't really think we can come up with a good conclusion to what's actually going on.
Here's the conclusion: just leave. Like if you're like the Arab countries around Israel, just leave them alone. Just leave them alone. I don't want. We don't want to. We don't want to deal. We don't want to go over there and deal with. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody. Nobody's innocent in this war. Nor Israel, nor them. Period.
Right.
Okay?
So
Take out their nuclear site and leave them alone.
Real quick, Raz, we do have a question for you in the YouTube chat, and it's from Random. It's from Random. It says he wants to know how Raz can afford and own a Lambo but can't buy a computer.
That's a good one. It's because I don't think I'm never really at home. Like currently, right now, I was running my little snowball stand feeding cancer patient children today. So like I said, I'm not like literally fucking. And that's another thing that I've been doing.
All right, Raz, I got a legitimate fucking request from you.
What do you want? No.
With your good videos, with your your quality entertainment that you got going on, can you put together a video for doing a staggered attack?
For what? Why would I want to do that? I don't feel like helping out bums anymore.
Never mind then. We're good.
I might do it, bro. I'll see how much. I'll see how much fucking people want to fucking. I mean, if people really want that shit, I'll give it to them.
Oh, Random said another thing. He says, I also want to know why Raz can't afford a smartphone, but can handle this podcast on a phone.
Wait, what?
I don't know. That's what he's asking.
I don't fucking know. I have a smartphone. What the fuck on an iPhone?
So, what do you think about what's going on overseas, Woody?
Me? So I think that if what we're being told is true, such as like Iran leader or militia is literally being the people that are terrorist attacking, like the Houthis and stuff like that, and actually sending out armies to maliciously destroy a country or political gain.
Proxy stuff, bro.
Proxies, yeah, proxies. If they're doing, if this is true that they are doing that, I mean, they're creating mini wars everywhere. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, so if they did get a nuclear bomb, if they did, would they use it?
I would be very scared.
Would they use it? And I think that's the whole reason why what happened is because a lot of people believe, including myself, believe if they did enrich enough uranium to make it nuclear as a weapon, they would use it. And that's a scary thing. They would, because at that point, hold on. At that point, they can hold the world as a hostage, and that's not good for anyone. Not even Russia, not even Ukraine. It's not good for anyone.
Here's the deal. So, like, the reality of that is, it's like they can't. Even if they had a nuke, they wouldn't be able to take out America because we have the technology, we have the Space Force too, and we have all the satellites and lasers to counter that shit, right? But it's the fallout. It's the fallout and the environmental impact that will happen that we'll feel it in environmental ways. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
there's no winning that shit at all, bro.
If they're able to enrich enough to weapons grade one nuke, they're able to do it to multiple at a repeat. Like, super fast.
You gotta stop them.
Realistically, with America, if you attacked America on the fucking Western seaboard with 2 nukes, that, like you said, the atmosphere is just going to take it to the rest of the country and just destroy it.
Bro. Like you don't want to die. You'd actually want to die from a nuke hitting you than you from the fucking fallout and the slow, painful death. That shit sucks.
So the biggest question I've seen a lot of people ask in different different newscasts is this. Well, everyone else has got nukes, so why aren't we doing it to them? Well, everyone else, all the countries that do have nukes right now, and weapons of mass destruction, they already know that the first person that launches a nuke, that country is going to be wiped out. That
Well, yeah,
country
there's
will
like
no
treaties and pacts
correct.
put
There's
together.
there's
You
no
know,
yeah.
Yeah.
You don't see
Yes.
Americans. You don't see Americans Allah Akbar and shit. Let me tell you
Yeah.
something. But you get one of them Arabs that want to fucking Allah Akbar some
Well,
shit, bro. That's some real
I'm
shit.
just, I'm just, I'm just saying in general that if the second any of the power nations that have a weapon of mass destruction uses it, they already know that their country, their families, and so on and so forth are no longer going to be there within a half hour after they launch it. Versus Iran, they don't care.
They don't give a fuck.
As long as whoever they shoot it off as is they suffer as well. That's the difference.
And the scary part about it, here's the main scariest part about it. It's not about them dying, right? It's the fact that they feel like they're doing it for religion and a good cause. That's what's scary.
any war.
It's the fucking fact that they feel like they're doing it for the right reasons. That's scary.
Yeah.
That's any war. Realistically, I mean, everybody thinks that they're in the right. You know, it doesn't necessarily make it right, but they think that they're in the right, regardless of how many people suffer and die as a result.
And Hokish is absolutely right what he just said. He says if you put a nuke on a hypersonic missile, and if they shoot it from less than 100,000 kilometers, if they shoot it 150,000 kilometers, there are no anti-missile systems that can catch it. And you're
America
It's
has
150 kilometers.
Yeah.
If it's 150 kilometers or less, there's no way you can catch it in time.
No. We have
Even with the
lasers.
lasers
We just
now?
use. They just
but at that speed,
The hypersonic missile?
yeah, at that
No,
speed,
there's no way.
Raz, at that
Yeah, we
speed,
got-
at that speed, the systems that we have can't even see it.
No, they just used it. They just used it against fucking the ballistic missiles on this shit, dog.
Ballistic missiles are just ballistic. They're not hypersonic.
Yeah, that was like
those are two different.
hypersonic missile.
Here's what I'm saying. I think that U.S. has a way to. We have the technology to counter that. That's why we're so heavily invested in the space force. But even if we blow? Okay, here's the deal. Even if we blow that shit up, bro, that's fucking radiation. I mean, there's no winning against that shit, dog.
Like if you blow it up in the air, it doesn't ignite the actual nuke part of it. Like,
yeah, but how you gonna blow that bitch up in the air? It doesn't ignite
be
it.
activated.
No, that nuke's gonna get activated in the air and it's gonna fuck up the atmosphere, bro. There's no winning, bro. And let me tell you something, bro. I really would never want Iran to have any nukes, bro. I don't give a fuck about their people. They can have amazing, good people there, but if their leaders keep fucking poisoning the minds of the people in there, we gotta have a nuke. We gotta have a nuke, bro. I'm telling you right now, bro. If they have a nuke, son, you're gonna have one dumbass Allah Akbar motherfucker go there, bro. And I'm gonna tell you right now, that's not good. Because when what's scary about war is when you think you're not only politically correct, but your religion is telling you that it's correct. That's what's scary. It's the fact that you think you're doing it for a good cause and you're sacrificing yourself for what you think is a good cause. That's terrifying.
Well, here's my thing about war in general: Iran, Iraq, Afghanistan, Desert Storm, Vietnam. We always thought that we were on the right side, but at the end of the day, like, what did we accomplish?
We killed the leaders. We killed their leaders. I mean, I'm not saying that America. I mean, we don't go there to take over their land. We're going over there to kill a couple of dick fucking leaders to change the regime. You know what I'm saying? We didn't lose Iraq. We lost Iraq
to get oil and shit. But at the end of the day,
yeah, but we don't need that. We don't need their oil. That's bullshit too. That people say we need their
oil.
Yeah, we're number one. We're number one in oil. We don't have any business for them anymore. Like, we don't give a fuck about their oil. They can buy oil. We got all the oil we need. The world needs oil. America actually did it smart this time. We made everybody spend their oil before we spent our own. Now we're the big cheese with the oil, so we don't need them. They need us.
Yeah, but how are we going to get it to them?
What do you mean? How are we going to get it to them? They what do you mean? Like, they buy oil from us now, bro.
I don't think you understand what I'm talking about. People buy oil. Yeah, I get that. We make money, right? So if let's say what's going on with Iran blocking off the the canal, how are we supposed to
Yeah,
get it to them?
we don't need, we do. Literally, we have all the oil we need in our own country. We don't, like, if they want to buy, they can't. But we're keeping our oil prices down by buying from our own. And literally, we flood the market another way. Like we can
Right, but
literally sell.
you're not understanding what I'm
You're
saying.
you're talking about.
We can have all the oil in the world. People can buy it just from us. But if people block the transportation way to get it to them, how are we supposed to get it to them?
There's other ways. That's not the only way of getting to them. If anybody's going to get fucked and if they block that ocean, it's China. China depends on Iran's oil. We don't. We got like literally OPEC. Like we don't even the percentage. Like if they block that canal, they're actually hurting themselves more than hurting us because we don't even depend on their oil. The only people that depend on their oil is China because China is their main source of their main buyer. So if anything, they're just fucking China over, not us.
See, here, right here, Random says a very good thing. Um, Anti missiles are not meant to catch them all, but as soon as a country launches a nuke, a counter nuke will be launched back. So, and that's what I was saying is that all the major nations that have mass destruction, they know better. That even let's say Russia decides to wipe out Ukraine. Well, and they got the 6,000 weapon 6,000 warheads out there. Well, they already know the second one is launched, they might as well have launched all of them because the second that first one's launched, we all know how big Russia is. All the nations, NATO nations, and non-NATO nations that are part of the agreement, the nuclear energy agreement, will all be launching off to them. They know.
I think what's gonna happen is if they shot it. We have submarines and all the areas, nuclear powered submarines that would just counter them, and we would just. I think that the best fucking nation that can literally maybe possibly have a chance of surviving this nuclear bullshit would be America because of all of our military. But we have a chance. It's not guaranteed. We're
We're not
fucking
gonna.
get.
If they launch all 6,000 that they got, we're not stopping all of them. We might be able to stop 1,000 of them. What about the other 5,000 that are still coming? That's what I'm trying to say, and like he was saying in the chat. Yes, I get we have all these defensive messages. We can shoot them out of the sky, so on and so forth. But look what happened to Israel when Iran sent all those drones as a distraction, sent all different kinds of missiles. We could not stop them all.
They don't have the satellite technology that we do, bro.
They're using our satellite technician. Their weapons, their defensive weapons were ours. We gave it to them. Are you not?
Yeah, we gave them part of them, but we didn't.
We gave all of them. We didn't give them. We just now recently past a week ago gave them the thods, whatever you want to call it. But all but the Iron Dome shield, that's all our stuff that they bought from us. That's our stuff. Like they didn't buy it from China; they bought it from us, and we sold it to them. They put it where they thought it was going to do the most protection, and they still got through. So if a nation such as our Iran, which is a much smaller nation than China or Russia, if Iran can't, if we couldn't hold it from that, imagine Russia sending stuff like that, or China sending 5 times as much. Like Iran already.
I mean, I don't really think we can throw Russia in there. They're not doing too well with Ukraine right now.
Yeah, I mean,
just saying, I'm not hating on anybody if anybody in here is Russian,
but in reality, the way I think about with Russia is, I don't think they're showing all their cards. Why show all your cards?
No, I think
use the best of the best.
No, I think I think Russia. I'm not worried about. This is just from like my boys that live there and everything like that. Russia's tired, bro. That Ukraine war, they're showing all their cards because Russia's GDP and their fucking economy is shit. They do have ballistic and fast missiles and all that good stuff. They do have that stuff, but they're not nearly as advanced as fucking America is or China, and they're tired. They're like literally tired as fuck. They're basically tired. And they want this walking water end, but they want to make sure that it ends on their fucking terms. And
they want the last. They want people knowing we swung last. I get it.
Yeah.
You know.
Yes.
But Hokus says this is a very good point. He's saying to shoot down a hypersonic missile from 150 kilometers away or kilometers away, you have about 1 minute and 30 seconds. Good luck having a satellite tracking and targeting speed in such a little time. And he has a very
Well,
good point about that.
they would know if that. Look, for example, they brought in a submarine, right, to bring us that hypersonic because they gotta be close enough, right? They would bring a submarine to get close enough to try to fuck us,
But
right?
it's still the missiles that we launched from our subs to Iran. That still took 10 minutes from those subs to get to them. Now those hypersonic missiles they only take a minute and a half.
Yeah, but they have to be also extra close. They gotta be close. You think they're gonna pick up on their fucking stuff?
That's why America was so scared during the Cuban crisis. You don't want anything too close.
No, the Cuban crisis is so fucking like that shit is like dude. That's like fucking 40 years ago. Our technology is so much better now. No, I'm not saying that.
But it's an example, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's an example. Yeah, it's an example. I know what you're saying. It's an example because we didn't have the capability.
Or what if Iran sneaks their nuke into the United States and sets it off in the middle of New York?
This is the part where I'm scared.
What if they're already here with the sleeper cells? That's
never
what I'm
know.
scared. That's what I'm scared about. What if they
You
are
never
already
know.
here, and they're waiting for someone to say push the button, and they got all those sleeper cells in multiple different cities.
Well, they probably are already here.
Oh, they are. They are.
I just don't think they have the nuke or anything like that.
Well,
No, they don't have a nuke. I don't think they have a nuke. I think that what they're no. Everybody knows that they don't have a nuke yet. Everybody knows that what they do have is that they're slowly building towards it, and we're very close. If anybody would know that they have a nuke, and the first people that would know that they have a nuke or not would be Israel. That'd be they got so many spots. Israel knows everything about everything that's going on over there, bro. If they say
Well, no, like how did we know about the fucking enrichment plant that they had going on? Was that a reveal?
because they told us, and I mean, we also have like the fucking CIA and shit. I mean, I trust.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like we got CIA fucking on the ground over there
Yeah,
in
I
some
trust our CIA.
black site, you know.
Yeah, I trust our CIA and I trust fucking Israel's because you gotta be dude. Let's be real, dude. Like Israel.
You trust the CIA?
No,
honestly,
not really.
Yeah.
Careful what you say; they might be listening.
Oh, they are listening. I mean, I just fucking I live with that.
No,
but I mean, at the end of the day, like I said, you know, fucking, what does it really solve? Like, if it's to prevent, you know, Allah Akbar from fucking, you know, just thinking that he's gonna go to, you know, the promised land and have fucking 20 virgins.
Did someone just fart?
Yeah, we should prevent that.
Did someone just fart? I could have swore I heard a split second of someone farting.
Sounded like a burp to me, but
was it a burp? It was like in the middle of someone talking, like that split second of silence. You heard it.
I'll tell you one thing, bro. I'll tell you one thing. They need a fucking carve Trump into Mount Rushmore.
Well,
so here's the thing about Russia. You know, you were talking about it earlier, as far as like them not showing their full hand. Do you really think that they even care to show their full hand? Like, how long has it been since we've had a war?
Well,
like a real war since the 60s.
Yeah, it was against the Soviet Union.
Vietnam.
Soviet Union was the last. The Cold War was the last one we had, and that came down to seconds from both sides using nukes then too, and it was all on a mistake. But,
yeah.
But
Russia lost that shit too. But Russia lost the Cold War too. They lost the Cold War. They lost the Soviet Union.
So what I was saying about that,
Woody, did you ever hear the story of? Sorry, did you ever hear that story of that Russian submarine during the Cold War? I can't remember what happened. It lost contact with Russia, and they were literally one fucking decision away from fucking setting off the nukes.
Yeah.
And one of the captains.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
To,
that's what I'm talking about. Yes.
And then, like literally,
they made a movie about it.
Ended on just someone making a decision.
Yeah, absolutely. So what I'm talking about is Russia, and same with us. Why show your true potential so your enemies can see it and prepare to counter that? You know what I mean? Like the United States would never show what we really are capable of doing unless it was against Russia or against China.
Well, what you have to understand is too, okay? If there's one thing that I'm shamefully, like, this is not even something to be bragging about, okay? But America spends more in defense and kill technology than the next 10 countries combined.
Oh,
Okay,
agreed.
so wait. So let me tell you something. So our technology is far more advanced than all theirs. Now that's not to say that you know what I'm saying that this is where end all be all is. We're just a company. No, we are just a country of hitmen. People just pay us to go blow other people up because that's what we're really good at. That's really what America really is ultimately good at. We're just good at killing people, and that's not cool.
That's not cool.
That's not cool. That's not cool. It's not cool. It's not cool. It's something to be proud of,
It's
man.
not. No, it's funny because you're right.
I'm always right.
Well, so I don't know if you guys really pay attention to like
Snoring, I hear
science
it
or
too.
anything like that.
Someone's snoring, I hear it too. It's the boob. The boob's in here. What's up, Timmy?
So there's a theory based on like civilizations, and there's like 5 different kinds of civilizations. We're like at 1.2, I think, on a scale of 1 to 5.
I don't even think we're at.
Um,
I don't even think we're at one yet.
Well, so
No, I
I
think
think it's
also
at number 3. We harness the full power of the sun, and we basically encapsulate the sun with like a dome, like a geodesic style dome, and harness all the power.
Oh, there's a certain
And
name for that.
so,
Hold on. Now you got dude.
yeah, I can't think of it right now, but you see where I'm going with this.
Yeah, I see
Like,
that. So I
there's
watched that.
black space out there that's so far away right now, but it's just black space. Like you can't see any stars, any solar systems, nothing like that. And so, what Elon Musk has actually been talking about too is we need to advance ourselves in all aspects. You know, not just lovey-dovey, peace, love, and happiness.
yeah,
We need to fucking
you're
we need
100%
to
right.
have like this power, this military capability
Yeah,
to fend
yeah. So
off
I think
against these
that's
other
kind of that's
fucking.
pretty fucking gay right there. I'm just gonna say that.
Yeah, bro. It's like you have to
That's
understand,
like
dude.
some
Like,
gay ass shit. Okay, whatever.
so like,
I mean, if you want to be like lovey dovey and all that, yeah, whatever.
yeah, it makes
To
sense.
each their own, but
That's
it's
my point. Like
not my
we
cup of
need to
tea.
be in
Not
this
my
whole
cup of
fucking
tea.
military thing, so that we
Mm-hmm.
can fend ourselves off from fucking other motherfuckers
Mm-hmm.
out there. You know.
So
Yeah, dude.
So,
I think America, dude. I think one thing that we did do good was bomb the fuck out of Iran with our B-2 bombers, and nobody saw it coming. Like they didn't see it. Well, it was coming. Like you know what I'm saying. So we
No, it was
proved
like
to the
they
world.
didn't see it coming, but it came. It was
No,
there.
yeah, they can't. But I mean, we showed the world
Mm-hmm.
that we're not fucking
Mm-hmm.
around and that we're back.
Yeah,
But it's not a
we're
good.
not fucking around.
Yeah, but it's not a good image because
Yeah,
what
it's
would
kind
make
of a
us
good
amazing.
image. It's like, hey, we're here. Bam,
What
motherfuckers.
America would be so much cooler, bro, if we just. I mean, I think when Elon Musk fucking makes us first at Mars, I think that we'll show
There
that
you
we're
go.
still the top dogs, you know.
Yep, I
But I
agree.
mean, dude, at the end of the day, bro, all this dumb shit, bro, and all this money we spend, even on this game and stuff like that, bro, you gotta remember, you know what I'm saying? Like, if anybody thinks that, China is pretty much our main threat because they're jealous of us, they envy us, they want to be like us, right? So just remember who you giving your money to.
I mean, you gave it to him.
Oh, for this game, definitely for China,
I mean,
definitely.
you gave it to him, Raz, for years upon years. So I mean,
Yeah, but I stopped. And I'm actually giving it to myself now. Let me tell you something, bro. You don't know how fucking
I
snowball business, and I'm actually using it to feed the kids with cancer. It's fucking amazing. It's actually a really good feeling, bro.
I
That's what I've
can't.
been
it's,
doing.
it's called the Kardashev scale, Woody.
I can't wait till we get no taxes on overtime. Oh my God, I will be so.
Yeah, Lord Trump founded that. Yep, gotta love him.
I don't know if I would call him Lord Trump.
You gotta call him Lord, bro.
I
Lord
mean,
Trump.
listen, dude. I do, as much as it may not seem, I am a little bit religious, and I know what the Bible says, and when the whole, and I hate being religious on live too, but I know the whole thing of the fake prophecy stuff like that. And if the second he says that he's a god,
No, he'll never say that. He'll
He
never.
never said that.
I know, I know, I know he
Never
won't
said
say.
that.
I know he won't
He'll
say.
never say that shit. If anything, he's
Yeah.
calling himself daddy because fucking NATO called him daddy. Everybody's calling him daddy
That's
now.
true. That's true fact.
Yeah,
They did say that.
yeah.
That's a true
I'm
fact.
I was
just,
like,
I'm
So he'll
what?
saying,
straight up as Daddy Trump.
I'm saying what I'm
Hmm? I
saying.
was
What
like,
I'm
what are you talking
saying
about,
is
Daddy Trump?
what I'm saying is the second day Trump
Because
starts
Trump made it
saying
to where
things.
they would pay enough towards
Yeah.
the needed. That's
Right.
what it was.
I like Trump. I like what he's doing. I think what he's doing. Did you guys hear about the people he kicked out of the freaking Congress and everything?
Well, I
The
love that
past
shit.
couple days.
My only.
Because
No, let's talk
they're
about what
trying
we
to get
don't
him
like.
all vetoed out and stuff like that. And instead of getting vetoed out, they lost their job.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about what we don't like about Trump. That's actually a more
uh,
interesting conversation.
no, I don't want to
Let
do
me say what I
that.
don't.
Not,
Talk about what we do
I
like
don't want.
about Trump.
I don't
You know,
want
I'd
to
like
do.
to talk about what we do
Listen,
like
I don't
about
want to
Trump.
talk
I
about.
like a
No,
lot of things about Trump.
no.
Raz, don't make me mute you. I don't want to talk about what we don't like because now that we're talking political stuff, it jumps into outside of the gaming thing on YouTube. It jumps into a
We've
political
been
part of
talking
it.
about the frigate. We've been talking about the other countries on the other side of the
Right, but
world.
if you noticed on YouTube when people start talking bad about him, that channel goes down.
Nah,
And I
look,
don't want you listen. I don't want you being the cause of my channel being demonetized because you want to talk bad about it. I don't care if it's bad or not, but I don't want it to
it's
be
just
on
a
this
policy.
channel. Like
Yeah, no, it's just a
I don't know
policy.
if it's the cause of Trump or not, but the economy is like shit right now.
it is.
Yeah. So what's the
No,
deal with the economy? Is it bad right now? Is it bad?
I mean,
I don't
Is
think
it
What do
it's
you
bad?
like.
think, Chad? Do
Is
you
the
think it's
economy
bad,
bad?
Chad?
No, it's not
Chad,
bad.
do
that's
you think
not.
it's bad? You don't
I
think
mean,
it's bad?
No,
the gas is at
it's
where
not
I live.
bad. It's great.
Gas where I'm at is
That's
still at 309.
glad
I
to hear it.
mean, that's
Yeah, it's
Fuck
only
yeah.
going to
cheapest.
get
No,
better once all the gas. It's going to get better on the gas situation.
I think
yeah,
we.
the gas situation actually helps out our economy
Hmm.
because keeping the gas prices low keeps
Exactly.
transportation costs low. Now, here's the only thing that I don't like. This is the only thing. It's not bad. I'm a Trump supporter. I like Trump, but I think that they need to do something about the DACA kids. The DACA kids are like the fucking kids that came here legally. Well, they came here and got on a program, and basically the program allowed them to legally be here and for them to pay taxes and stuff. And the problem is they can't leave the country, and they can't make any, they can't break any laws, and they're not considered like they're legal, but they're not citizens. You know what I'm saying? And
Well,
I think
there's a
like
Yeah.
there's a difference between a program that they're on, like a worker's permit from from a different country. That's different because they have a timeline that's where they have to be in and they gotta get out.
right, right. So
Versus,
Right.
DACA's kind of like that, but it's not because it's like for kids that came here and they have to go to school, they have to graduate school, and they gotta leave school,
No,
and then like
DACA is for kids that were born here by illegal immigrants that came here to have
no,
kids to
no, it's
be
not.
able to stay here.
No, no, I'm telling you, no, it's not. No, it's not. I'm telling you because my cousins are on DACA. Their family came here, and their family came here illegally, but the kids wanted to they wanted to like stay and they wanted to be legal, so they went through this program. They're not born here. They're not U.S. born citizens here. So the program just allows them to be documented. It allows them to pay taxes. It allows them to be in this country. And if they break the law, they get deported. But I feel like if you're here for more than 15 years, like they have been, paying taxes and doing the right thing, I think you should give them a fucking way to get. There's not a lot of them. There's not a lot of people on DACA, but I feel like if they've been doing the right thing and paying taxes every year, I think you should just give them a green card at that point. They've been like the threshold of paying taxes for 10 years and not being in trouble and being a stand-up, good American citizen. I mean, that's kind of what it's all about. I feel like they should. I feel like
I,
Trump should do something about the DACA situation.
No, I
Now,
mean, if
illegals,
you're here legally, you should be okay.
you should be entitled to.
yeah. If you
Yeah,
now, if you
Legally,
now if you came
legally.
here, now
That's
if
the
you
yeah.
whole
came here
thing.
legally, now
Legally.
yeah, now if you came here illegally and you are doing nothing to become legal or be a stand-up citizen, because America, bro, America's a beautiful. It's an bro. As
I'm
much as
saying if
we
you come
talk shit
here
about America,
legally, you come here legally, you're good, right? That's
yeah,
the
yeah.
whole thing. If you
Listen,
come
yeah,
here
legally,
legally,
yes,
you're
yes,
fine.
Yeah.
You're all
yeah. But
good.
what I'm saying,
Come here
yeah, but
legally.
what I'm saying is,
Everything's all
yeah,
right.
yeah. But what I'm saying is, like America, bro, it's a fucking like when people say it's a land of opportunity, that I really mean that shit, bro. Like when my mom
It
came
is.
here. Yeah, when my mom came in, she met my dad. You know what I'm saying? And I have a great life. And literally I went on and become a business owner. And I have to think, and I'm a stand up. I pay my taxes. I do all the things that I'm supposed to do. And I do the right thing. You know what I'm saying? So
You're an
I
immigrant.
feel no, I was born here. My mom's an immigrant.
I was being joke. I was joking, dude.
Yeah. So so but she did everything the right way, bro. But it's just like when you come to this country, right? You're coming to somebody else's house you make sure you do the right thing and do the
Right.
right thing at all times.
You
It's not
follow
your house.
you follow their rules.
Yes. And you assimilate. You don't sit here and wave your country's flag in a country that you escape to. You know what I'm saying? You don't come
Right.
here and
Right.
wave another
Right.
flag from another
Yeah.
country
Yep.
and protest.
I'm behind you.
See,
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Raz,
Mhm.
you're kind of missing out on the whole entire reason of why they're doing it. So the more deeper reason why they're doing it, it's not because of the whole um, ice thing that's going on. It's more because of Trump said to do it because Obama did the same thing, and no one
oh
said a
yeah,
word
Obama.
about
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
No one said a word about it. There
yeah.
was no protesting. There was no cities on
Absolutely.
fire. It
No,
was
actually,
because
no. I
Trump
saw him
did
do
it.
it.
It was because
Yeah, no,
Trump
I
did
saw.
it, and these are the
Yeah,
people
and
that just don't
Obama.
like Trump.
Yes, and Obama also. This is the reason I voted for Obama twice. Okay, I'm not really a hard right
Twice,
Republican. You
even
know what I'm saying? I
twice.
voted for I voted for Obama twice, bro. And let me tell you
Twice.
something. The
You did
second
that.
twice,
Damn.
yeah, I did. The first time I had no regrets because I thought it was cool. We got a black president, fucking
I mean,
awesome, great.
I understand, and I can respect that. The
No,
like the black community out there having the first black president. I can
yeah,
respect that. You
yeah,
know,
and that's cool, bro. Because I'm half black, bro. So like, I love that shit, and I thought it
but
was
at the
smart. I thought it
right,
was
but
smart. But
after the first
the
term,
second
you
time,
gotta.
let me tell you, the second time he fucked up because I felt like he built the It was funny because they try to blame it on Trump because they were taking pictures of little kids in cages, and the little kids in cages. Those were pictures that were old from the Obama time because Obama had built a new detention center for illegals to go there, and they were taking pictures of these kids in the cages and saying that it was Trump when it was actually old pictures from Obama. It was propaganda. So, really and truly, I stopped supporting Obama because he deported the most illegals in the country, and that's fine. That's fine. I was okay with that, but I don't like the fact that Trump's doing it. He's not even doing it as strong as Obama did. He's doing it like just as he can. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Right.
And
Yep.
they're giving him shit. They're giving him shit.
Yeah, but you know what?
Like it was.
Trump has said this. Whatever Trump's been saying, he's been doing. I'm gonna be honest with you. He's probably the first president that even when it came down to when he was running for president, what he said, "Look, guys, I'm going to do this. I promise you, I'm going to do this." He's doing it. He's not just saying it
Yeah.
and then backing out what he said in the running.
Oh no, no.
He's actually
This presidency.
doing it.
No, like he's the real. He's the real.
He's a real
Yeah. No.
he's a real gangster. Like
Yeah, but what's scary about Trump? This this term is 100 times better than his first term because he fired everybody that all the Republicans were trying to get him to like. Because the first term, when he won, all the Republicans, okay, you got to get this guy, and you got to get this guy, and he's like, okay, okay. And then when he tried to do stuff, there was leaks. There was people putting knives in his bag. There were people trying to fuck him over. And then this time, when he won this time, the reason why this term is better than the last one is because he cleaned houses. I'm not listening to none of y'all. The last people y'all told me to listen to backstabbed me. I got indicted off of dumb shit that I didn't even do. And now I'm gonna do shit my way, and he's doing shit his way, dude. And I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. This motherfucker is probably gonna go down as the best president in the history of America. I really am gonna say that right now.
Hands down. I agree. I agree with that.
so, guys, I
This
do.
motherfucker.
Hold on. Before we go any further with the political parts of this,
Sorry,
being
it's the way that.
this is a game. This was a game thing. So